Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Games Done Quick Hotfix. My name is Adef, and this is Challenger Approaching, the show that features challenge runners and the runs that they perform. Gamers, tonight we have Dangers on to show off Fall Guys challenges. Dangers is going to try to beat the game without grabbing, without diving, without jumping, all that good stuff. We'll get there in just a second. Before we get started here, just a few quick announcements for you, gamers. First of all, information on all of our hotfix shows is available at gamesdonequick.com/hotfix. From there, you can find out more information about submitting your runs to any of our weekly shows. Also, did you know that Summer Games Done Quick 2021 online is coming up faster than you think? It's July 4th to the 11th, and the games list is released tomorrow. Goodness gracious.
Woo.
Tweet at Games Done Quick on Twitter and let us know what you're hoping to see get on the list. If you have, I don't want to throw any inside deals in, but the two faces you see on screen now, we both submitted stuff, cough, cough. Anyway, tomorrow is a very special show, and we'll get more into it as the night progresses, I'm sure. But Speedrunners and Dragons, a Dungeons and Dragons show that Dangers and I are both a part of, will be featured on GDQ Hotfix tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern. But Dangers, that's not tonight. Tonight is Fall Guys. So Dangers, tell me a little bit about your involvement with this game.
That's correct. That is what we're doing today. So Fall Guys came out in, I want to say it was like August of last year. And the premise of it is this battle royale game where you take control of a little bean against 59 other beans. You play through Mario Party minigames. You try and be the last one standing. That's the whole goal. And as a platforming speedrunner like myself, that's kind of how I've been streaming on Twitch, is doing Mario games, speedrunning. This game kind of called out to me. You know, battle royale games of like other genres, shooting games and stuff like that, not really my forte. But platforming battle royale just kind of spoke my name. So I jumped on it right away. And, once you play this game for 1,000 hours like I have, sometimes you want to spice it up a little bit, and that's what we're doing here today.
Definitely.
So
we did kind of get lucky, didn't we, last year with the battle royales that aren't shooting. With Mario 35, Fall Guys, now Pac-Man 99. I've been playing GeoGuessr Battle Royale recently. I mean, goodness gracious. You can get a victory royale anywhere these days.
In anything, and like Tetris the year before too, it's still ongoing,
Tetris 99.
pretty strong.
Excellent. So. Nintendo bring back Mario 35. Anyway, Dangers, tell us about the challenges you're going to try this evening.
Well, Fall Guys is a pretty simple game at its core. You know, you can run around, you can move the camera, and then you have 3 actions that you can do. You can jump, dive, and grab. And in order to win the episodes, you usually have to use those 3 in tandem together to get to the goal. So the challenges today are to kind of eliminate one of those from my moveset for the episode and see if we can get crowns with them. So first one I'm going to do is no grabs, which is actually a lot harder than it sounds. There are a couple games that require them, and I might get locked out, and it'll be funny, and that'll be it. So we'll see how that goes. But then we'll take away the dives later on, and then we'll take away the jumps later on, one in succession. Let's see how we do.
Excellent. Well, Dangers, without further ado, I think we're ready to get on with tonight's Challenger Approaching if you're ready.
Absolutely.
Let's do this thing.
All right. See my bean spinning around here. Do you want me to do like a countdown or something like that when we get started? I'm not sure if you guys run a timer for this show.
We do usually run a timer. I'm not sure that it's crucial for this one, but gamers will wonder why it's not going if it's not going. So why don't we just do it anyway?
As is tradition. Yeah, it's Games Done Quick. Where's the timer? So, all right. Well, in that case, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
Obviously, we're not getting right into a game because we got to follow and wait for other people to join in. This is a battle royale game, meaning that we are playing with people from around the world live. So these are not NPCs. They are NPCs, meaning non-participating contestants.
These aren't NPCs. These are NPCs.
Exactly.
Excellent.
Just got to throw that in there. Got to make sure that we're all using the correct lingo out there.
Oh, of course.
So, Clay, how familiar are you with this game? You played a lot of Fall Guys?
I have, actually. I don't know how much is a lot, but I've played a good amount with you also. We've played Fall Guys together. I've lost many times. But I do have a good amount of play time. I commentated one of your tournaments. Dangers is the illustrious host of the tournament series Fallapalooza, which is a Fall Guys tournament series. And I was lucky enough to be, I believe, the first commentator on the show
That's right.
for the first tournament, which was a lot of fun.
Our very first show that we did. Yeah, you were first billing, you could say.
Ooh, top of the marquee. Top of the marquee. Danger's getting into his first game here. Hit parade. Danger's, remember, no grabbing, all right?
No grabbing. My finger is as far away from the trigger button as it possibly can be.
So where is
it?
It's a
weird, kind of up in the air. I still have to grab the controller, so it could be like this.
It's as far as it possibly can be.
Yes. Now, maybe I just do one-handed. Maybe that's a challenge for another time. But
ooh, wait. Did we just come up with some magic live on air? Good God.
We're running it as we go along,
Truly.
ladies and gentlemen.
I think that's kind of the motto of this show, to be honest with you.
There we go. We like it that way sometimes. Yeah, Fallapalooza was pretty dang cool. I've kind of moved away from the competitive side of this game just because it's tough to make a game like this with Mario Party minigames competitive. And sometimes when they try to fix things, it doesn't necessarily have the intended consequence of making things fair. So it's a very random game, let's put it that way. But it was really cool when we were doing those tournaments. It was like a duos tournament, so the idea was that you would pick a buddy, pick a partner, and sign up for the tournament and just try and outlast and get what are called kudos. There's a couple different currency systems in this game. One of them is crowns. If you win the episode, you get a crown. Another one is kudos, which is kind of just like a amount of currency that they give you for accomplishing everything in the game. So not just winning, but like if you get gold medals like I just did there, then you get more kudos than if you come last place, for example. So that was kind of what the tournament was based on. But I think they're all on YouTube. So if you want to watch those, you can check those out on my YouTube.
And Danger's also, as modest as he is, may not even mention the fact that he is a winner of many other tournament series as well. Truly an esports MLG gamer.
Yeah, you're pulling my leg a little bit, Clay, but you're right. I guess I have won a couple, haven't I?
Also, I think you'd be remiss, if you're trying to explain kudos to people. I've never played Fortnite. I've actually never even seen gameplay of Fortnite, but I believe it's quite similar to V-Bucks.
A little bit, yep.
I'm just trying to be relevant. I'm trying to make Challenger Approaching relevant to Zoomers and indeed the younger generations, because quite frankly, our target demographic, we just have so many 80-year-old plus people watching Challenger Approaching every week. Isn't that right, gamers?
It's true, yeah.
I'm a hit with the oldies.
Yeah. I watch every time. Can attest to that.
You're 1,000?
Yes.
That's incredible. That's truly incredible.
Who would have thought, right?
And so good at Fall Guys.
Some people tell me I look good for 1,000.
You look really good for 1,000.
Thank you.
So there's also these little, there's variants in certain games in Fall Guys. So, or I guess they're called episodes? No. Shows?
Episode would be like the whole thing. So
I've always found that very confusing.
Yeah, so I guess this is kind of just like a round in the episode.
So yeah, these rounds with these individual games, like Dangerous was saying, a lot of the games will have variants that have been added season by season. So for instance, these punching boxing mitts were not around in season 2, which was the season in which this game, Night Fever, I believe, right?
Yep.
Night Fever was introduced, did not have that. But in season 3, the winter season, when those punching things were added, they were also added as a variant for this particular map. So there's tons of little variants and interesting ways that maps can become more difficult to the casual eye and more interesting to the seasoned eye.
For sure. Yeah, I think that a lot of the variations kind of, they add different ways to spice up the stage, obviously. The way they kind of go about it is, they'll come out with a season. Seasons come out every 2 months, so the game is kind of rotating content and staying fresh. And every time a season comes out, it'll come with a bunch of new obstacles and challenges and things like that. The most recent season being season 4, and it included these swinging light bars that you have to jump over. It included these pinball flippers. It included a bunch of new futuristic type of obstacles. And when season 4.5 rolls around, which is usually a mid-season patch that they do as well, then they'll kind of take those obstacles and spread them out throughout the whole game. So yeah, it just kind of creates a whole bunch of variety. The best and most viable one for somebody like me who likes to speedrun these levels is the Big Yeetus, which is that giant golden hammer that you saw me use in that level a couple times, because they're kind of put there for the casual players as a last resort. Like, if you are falling behind and you want to qualify, you got to use this hammer or else you're out. But if you're an experienced player, you know how to use them to your advantage, and that's what I try and do every time.
Hey, don't grab.
No grabbing. Yep.
This is one of the levels where grabbing would be potentially beneficial. So I'm just here to police dangers, of course.
Yeah, hopefully I don't make any mistakes here. It's very tempting, I'll tell you that. So yeah, this is Rollout. They have a bunch of different roll games now. There's actually a final that is similar to this one. But the reason that grabbing is so important in this game is because it is a battle royale. The whole goal is that only one person can win. So on games like this, it can be very tempting to just grab somebody off and push them off the edge so that, you know, that's one less person you got to deal with. But I can't do that. I just got to play safe now. I have to try and just survive and hope for the best.
Luckily, gamers fall quite a lot. Especially,
sure do.
you know, the more people you have in a round like this, obviously the higher density of people that will make mistakes. You know, it's interesting. There are certain maps, or I'm going to keep calling them maps, I guess. There are certain rounds where more people are eliminated or fewer people are eliminated, and I guess that seems pretty obvious. But there are some that time out. There are some, you know, where there is a cap, and once 12 people have been eliminated, the round ends. Oh my goodness, that is a violent emote.
Yeah, this is a Season 4 one. He's just kind of glitching a little bit. I can also do a guitar solo. Perfect.
What do you call that song?
The #1 Victory Royale.
Oh, please chug jug with me, Dangers. Please chug jug with me.
Anytime.
Oh, I'm so blessed.
Bring your V-Bucks. I don't know. I'm trying to stay relevant. I see this is my 1,000-year-oldness showing.
Look, hey, I appreciate it. All right.
Doing what I can out here. All right.
I actually have a quota. This just in. I have to say V-Bucks twice an hour. Or I'm gonna get fired. So.
Oh, okay. I'm just helping then. In that case.
We've already said it like 4 times. So, I'm actually getting paid extra.
Oh, even better. So like overtime pay for V-Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get paid in V-Bucks?
No, unfortunately not. I feel like maybe that would be more valuable, but I really don't know what the V-Bucks to USD exchange rate is.
I couldn't tell you either, but that's because I'm 1,000. So now you see that hammer down there? It's like really tempting to want to just go for it.
I'll just do it, man.
Just do it, right? Oh, I missed.
Why'd you do
hopefully
that?
they don't find the path. You told me to do it. What do you mean?
What? I don't understand. Oh no.
I'm fainting. Okay, hold on. I think everything's fine.
You can see which. Ooh, nice.
Did they just?
I don't know. They found the path and then decided not to take it.
Yeah.
And they also knew it was that path because the left and right of it were gone.
Yeah. Oh, did you see that poor box?
did.
Like that poor sweaty bean.
Oh.
Salutes in the chat. We will miss him. For Tiptoe, actually, like a lot of people don't like Tiptoe because it can be really frustrating and nerve-wracking for that reason. But I love it. I love it to pieces. And there's patterns that you can kind of recognize in that level to always really know what you're doing. The path is always randomized, but if you do see like the last 2 tiles light up like that, then you know it's a path to the end. So that's how I was able to just run right on in there.
And this is a final. This is a final right here. Thin ice.
We have not grabbed a single time.
And this, grabbing could be good on thin ice, but I don't think it's paramount.
I don't think it's necessary.
Yeah. So in this final, it's kind of like Hexagon, which is a staple from Season 1, except you'll notice these little ice pieces breaking underneath Dangers after they are contacted 3 times. They, you know, kind of go in variations, and everybody's kind of got a different strategy here for thin ice. I like to play slow and steady, but I'm not Dangers, and clearly being 1,000 has its benefits.
It does.
Dangers has over 1,000 crowns, so I guess 1 for every year he's been alive.
It's true. Almost 2 for every year. In fact, we're at like 1,900 now. So
wow,
just a little bit of gaming. Some of the best players in this game have like over 3,000, 4,000 crowns, though. They put put a lot of time and effort into this game.
I was looking at Triumph's stream like 3 days ago, and he had like 3,800, and then I looked today, and he has like 4,100.
Yep.
And I'm just confused.
So they added a mode recently, one that we won't be playing it today just because it's just me, but it's called squad mode. And squad mode, you can kind of track your wins however you like, and a lot of players will count squad mode wins as wins just because, you know, you got to the end, you won the crown. But the idea is that you enter a game as a team instead of as an individual. So it's not just the last man standing wins, the last team standing wins. Now, for competitive players, if you get a competitive team of 4 together, you're kind of unstoppable. So wins are pretty easy to come by now that Season 4 is a thing.
Okay,
but that being said...
No, please. What being said?
That being said, you still have to try, I guess. I think the new win streak, like, record is something along the lines of, like, 40 or 50 something. Somebody in the chat might be able to solidify that a little bit better, but... Okay, now we gotta...
Yeah, Dangerous is trying to, like, cut off that last bean, as well as, like, just go a little... Oh my god.
I think I've got it. Well, they have a lot of space over there, but I might have more. Oh, get out of here, duck. Get him out.
That's a W. Can we get some crowns in the chat, please? That is first round, first challenge. Dangers with the W on thin ice. No grabs.
No grabs.
I'm loving to see it.
Didn't have to grab. Didn't have to do it.
It's delightful.
I feel like we didn't save the hardest challenge for first.
Well, that's I think
that's okay.
maybe the point, but you know I can't know.
That's true. Grabbing is important, but not necessary, as we've seen here today.
I'm just so proud.
Do you want again?
You want to stick with no grabbing for now? See if we can get the 2-peat and then the 3-peat.
Just keep it going, yeah.
Oh,
Let's get a streak going.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I think we'll save no jumping for last, because that is probably going to be the most difficult. Like, imagine if I couldn't jump in that final just now. I'd almost have to rely on my
What opening rounds are even beatable?
Without jumping?
Yeah, can you beat the Season 3 opener? The one with the, like, ice skating on the sides?
Maybe. You might be able to, but yeah, jumping is kind of important for a lot of them, isn't it?
I think pretty much I think no jumping, the goal will be to, like, qualify.
Yes. Yeah, getting the gold medals is going to be difficult with no jumps, that's for sure.
No diving is definitely possible.
No diving for sure, yeah, I could probably... it just means that I can't jump very far, so I can't really do, like, big jump plays. Like, if I couldn't dive in that thin ice, I probably would be out as well, just because I had to make the big jumps across to save myself. But now DoorDash is everybody's favorite. Since I'm a speedrunner, I'm going to try and show off something here. Let's see if I can get it. They didn't. Hopefully they didn't patch it out. If they did, that's probably for the best. But if they didn't, then I get to show off something cool.
Yeah, GTA's in the chat, our good bud Iwi, with the good point that it's all fun and games until tail tag.
True.
Yeah, Jinx, tail tag, Royal Fumble, these are all tough with no grabs.
Yeah, that basically spells game over.
All right, so Dangerous is taking a piece of one of the doors over here. Almost up on first try. Somebody knows the tech. Somebody knows the tech.
Oh, there's a lot of activity over here, making things a little bit difficult. There we go. And then we just slip out of bounds like this. And the game has a bit of a weird checkpoint mechanic because you're not supposed to leave this map. And if you do, it's because you get yeeted out by this hammer at the end. So it spits you out right before the last set of doors. And then you just kind of qualify really easy.
I didn't know that was the legitimate reason for why that works. That's really cool, actually.
Yeah. Because you're not supposed to leave the map ever. But.
Right.
But yeah, just a little creative use of the level, as we call it. There are a couple other stages that we can do silly things like that too, but that's just, you know, speedrunner's intuition, right?
Look, I'm fine with you doing any of these things just so long as you don't grab. That's really all I care about, just to be clear.
Didn't need to grab anybody for that. It was pretty cool.
Very cool.
All right, ski fall.
I
is
love
probably-
ski fall.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is probably one of my favorite game modes.
It's also like easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yes. Now, funny thing, I'm gonna do a little Fall Guys community plug for just a second here,
Ooh.
but these games are relatively easy if you're like a platforming gamer. Well, I'm getting grabbed. Somebody from the audience maybe joining my games. But anyways, if you're like a platforming gamer of any kind, then it's pretty easy to qualify, I would say. Like you get used to being able to qualify, but a guy named Krebs T Legend does a kind of a weekly challenge where he just gets a private lobby together. So the only people allowed in the lobby are people he gives the codes to. He gets a private lobby going of 60 of Fall Guys' like best players, and every game is a challenge. Every game is a fight. Even like the early race levels that are really easy to qualify, when you've got 60 of the best players in the lobby, like anything can happen. And if you like miss a jump on this one, game over. It's done.
That is so delightful.
It's actually really, really fun to watch because of just the technical skill of everybody head to head. Anything can happen, right?
That's sort of the very akin to the high-level lobbies in Mario 35 we were seeing in the last like 3 months of its existence.
Yeah.
Japanese players would organize these huge lobbies of only really, really high-level players, and it was a miracle if you got 5th place. I won one, not to toot my own horn.
There
To
you
be
go.
fair, it was an alt lobby that we didn't queue in with everyone else, so there were only like 10 of us, but still. I take those every day.
You still had to beat those other 9. So.
Yes, of course. But no, it's really great to see communities come together and sort of, you know, bend the game to their will, if you will, you know, bringing all the best players together, showing off cool stuff. And you know what? This sort of makes me think. Dangerous. Do you know what it makes me think of?
What does it make you think of, Clay?
Gosh darn, it just makes me think of twitch.tv/Dangers. And I don't know if anybody knows about this, but Dangers said if you're good at platforming, well, here's some knowledge for you. Dangers is one of the best Super Mario Odyssey players, I would say, due to his diverse Odyssey portfolio.
It is quite diverse.
It's
I will
diverse.
admit to that. Yeah.
He's got sub 1 hour any percent. He's sort of on an all moons kind of grind right now. Also playing Pokemon Snap recently. And is, of course, such a Fall Guys champion. Oh, good. Mike, can somebody delete that second one where it says DANGERES? My keyboard likes to chatter sometimes.
All right. So we actually have a really interesting situation here. So this game is Hoopsie Legends, aka Hoopsie Heroes by the community. And I'm not allowed to grab, but they have given me only boxes. So the only way that I can get up on the top of the stage is if I get lucky enough to like jump
Oh, you
dive
can't grab?
my way.
Oh my god.
I can't grab, so I have to kind of maneuver my way up this way instead.
This is
There
actually
are
pretty
17.
grim.
There's 17 qual here, so I might be able to still do it if I just stay in the middle and hope for a gold ring.
This and Wall Guys are like...
Yeah, Wall Guys would not be good for me right now.
Those are 2 game modes I did not think of as being difficult in this challenge. But now that I realize you like have to grab to climb up these high ledges, like that dive Dangerous just did is non-trivial.
Yes.
That's very non-trivial.
Have to have pretty good timing for those. Oh, we did it. We're all right.
Very
We got the
nice.
gold ring, so... but yeah, I mean, if we want to talk about Super Mario Odyssey platforming, that is kind of what I built my channel on, and I've kind of got this bucket list goal in the back of my mind to be good at all Mario speedrun games, because it's just very nostalgic for me. It's just kind of like presses all of my gaming buttons. It's just like what I like about gaming is what is in Mario games. So speedrunning kind of came naturally to me, and I just like to do it. And the fact that other people like to watch it happen is pretty cool as well. We've just got back into the swing of Odyssey recently, so I've been doing like an all moons run every week, which is no laughing matter, if I do say so myself, because there's 880 moons.
I laughed for you.
Clay, but it's not a laughing matter.
I'll see myself out.
This is my show now, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, how's it going?
Make sure to say V-Bucks 4 times.
Oh, true. Yeah, I can't forget. But yeah, 880 moons. It takes 8 hours to do that run, so that's something I like to do every week. It's just a fun, chill experience, and we go kind of fast though.
By golly, Dangers, that's like 1.16 moons per hour.
That was really good, quick math.
Thank you.
I'm kind of proud.
Well, hey, thanks. I'm gonna make sure it's not 1.12 really quick. I think it is actually 1.12. Yeah, it was. Hang on. Can everybody stop for a second?
Stopping.
Okay. All right. It was is one. I'm not gonna talk. It's not what I said.
Oh no.
It's like 1 point. It's less. It's a lot less. It's like 1.14 or something. What did I say? What did I say?
You said 1.16, and then you said 1.12. So that you were right. It was right in the middle. Also, we just got wall guys, the one that we didn't want to see.
It's my fault.
I'm crying, but it's okay. We'll make do somehow. We just have to be that kind of lame guy in this game that just stands there and hopes that everybody else does all the work.
Oh yeah, I meant 116 moons per hour. Look, there was a lot of things flawed about my math, so if everyone could just let me cry in peace, that would be great. I need a moment of silence for myself while Dangers just absolutely styles.
I kind of have to wait now.
Yeah, so the walls do eventually lower, but Dangers can't really do anything until that happens. And this guy pushing the block away, very anti-helpful.
Okay, so there's a sort of system going on here, and you can see that now that people are starting to get these pieces together, I might be able to do something about this.
I think you can get on that one behind you and then up on top.
I could, but I have to push it, and I can't.
No, not that one.
Grab it.
The one to your right.
Yeah, but then I have to grab the next one. You know what I mean? Yes.
Oh yeah, it is too high. I don't know why I'm questioning you. You definitely know. Oh no, I told you.
Let's go. Just a well-timed dive there. Okay, so this is interesting because you can see that people are already pulling the blocks away. So we might all just be hooped if people keep doing that.
Hooped?
Yes, they are hooped. Yeah.
Is this Canadian slang?
It might be. I also just got pushed off by that guy, and that's actually going to be the end of me. No, never mind. I mean, I might be able to jump on this guy's head. There's options.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, we did it. Let's
go.
We did it. No problem. Wasn't even worried. Wasn't even close.
Wow, what a god. And this will probably be a final as well.
It's possible, yeah. I think we're going into round 5. So the way that they like to organize their episodes is they'll try and make it 5 rounds as best as they can. Sometimes, like Adef mentioned earlier, the games will kind of run into a game where it just kind of times out when it's over. And sometimes those game modes don't do a very good job of eliminating very many people. So sometimes it'll go to 6, or sometimes you'll get a game mode that eliminates like half the lobby really, really early. So in either of those circumstances, that can change, but it usually tries to shoot for 5 rounds. So we'll see. I think we're probably gonna see a final here. And we got 2 games that were really hard to do without grabbing. So
yeah. If
we had gotten a tail game, I think the only way that we could win a tail game is if I started with a tail.
Oh. Well, also if it's team tail tag, you know, it could be okay.
That's true. That is true.
Oh, also egg scramble or whatever. All the egg siege games are going to be hard.
Yeah. I wouldn't really be able to do anything, would I?
No, literally nothing. You can't do anything. You can't play defense or offense.
I just have to be a body and hope that me standing in the way of people makes them not get eggs out. I'm not sure.
Welcome to Jump Showdown.
Yes, which this is probably the final where grabbing would be the most helpful to me, actually. Especially if you're the type of player that plays aggressive, because you can use your grab function with good timing to just get them swept away by the bars really fast, and then kind of leave yourself the space. Now, because I can't grab, I'm going to have to rely on just being able to survive. And if another player in this lobby is as good as I am, then we might be able to see a timeout here.
Oh, no split. No split
Maybe
here.
this yellow one will drop, but we'll see. Nope. Big platform.
So
that
the
means-
timeout timer is what, 5 minutes total?
5 minutes, yeah. I can't tell who's grabby in this lobby. I have to avoid them. Just gonna stay kind of behind everybody and hope I don't get grabbed by anyone. There goes a monkey. Have you ever hear like the little...
The Sonic with the black bottom half is the one that pushed you off the block in Wall Guys?
Oh yeah, what a rude guy.
I know.
Stay away from him. Yeah, if you ever hear like a little pop sound, that's the sound of people grabbing each other. And like I said, it's a very common thing to happen in this final because, you know, you're trying to be the last one standing. So if they grab you, then they can maybe get the upper hand on you and get you out. But I don't have that at my disposal. I just have to jump and hope for the best. My strategy right now is to just stay away from everybody else because I don't want them to make me fall over. Doesn't really look like anybody's getting handsy though, which is surprising to me. I've never seen like an 8-person timeout, but maybe we'll see it today. Well, there's 9 left actually. There's 9 still left.
I wasn't going to say anything given my previous track record with math in the last 5 minutes, but...
Listen, your math was more complicated. It involved fractions. Fractions and decimals.
Look, doesn't make it any more or less embarrassing.
You know, that's fair. We are on live TV after all.
Oh my god, we're on live TV.
It's crazy. Yeah, so I think all of these guys are just gamers. I think we're all just gonna survive.
This is pretty sick. Oh! It is still pretty sick.
I just had to go and say something, didn't I? So, okay, so here's another thing I can do if I was really, really frisky. I could... Basically, this is an online game, right? It's an online game that doesn't have probably the most upgraded servers in the entire world. So a phenomenon exists called desync. Basically, every bean that you see is probably about 0.5 seconds desynced from reality because, you know, the server has to translate the information to me. I can use that to my advantage, potentially, by standing right in front of them and jumping really late, because then the server will think that I have missed the jump and maybe knock into one of them. But they're all standing at the front of the platform, too, so that might be a little suspicious. So I might not go for that, now that there's only 4. That's something to keep in mind for another jump showdown, though.
There is a golden witch.
Oh, no! Santa Claus! Why did you do this to me?
Yeah, so what just happened to Dangers is super unfortunate. If a player in the front of the platform makes a mistake, they can kill you instantly, which is super fun.
That's okay. That one wasn't meant to be. That's all right.
You made it to the final without grabbing. This is it's a win in my book.
Truly. And in some of the hardest game modes as well.
Truly.
So, yeah. Hoopsie Heroes. If I had maybe gotten some ramps on Hoopsie Heroes, that would have been a breeze, but we didn't even need them, so. That's okay, we go again. We have only really scratched the surface on the types of mini games that the Fall Guys has as well. Like, we played 2 episodes and we've seen, what, 10 different games now? But the total pool of games keeps expanding every season. I think we're up to like 45 now, so there's still a lot of content to see that we haven't yet.
I love to hear that there's more content.
Always more content. Gotta have the content.
If we don't have content, what do we have? You know what I mean?
I don't even know what you mean.
We have each other.
True. That's all we can ask for. In these trying times.
Trying times.
How many more before we go to break? Do we do 1 or 2 more?
Let's just see. You'll find that my style of show running is a little bit more. Does ADF know what he's doing? Than most shows you might watch, and the answer is always All right, we got DoorDash.
Yeah.
We gonna see some out of bounds action from you, Dangers?
Well, I have my jump button still available and my dive button still available. So yeah, I think that we can do it. Let's do it. Let's try it.
I love to hear it. I closed my window to my room because there were some gents shouting in the alleyway, but it appears maybe they've moved on. So I'm gonna go reopen my window so as to add air to my room, if you will.
Good call. Good call. So this is, I think, the first time that we're seeing the same game mode twice. This is DoorDash again, but the ending didn't have a little hammer. It had instead a big fan, which doesn't really change much for the game, but you know, that's just kind of a point out of the variation and how they kind of work.
You have a shield, I see.
A shield.
You were holding that door piece in front of you for quite some time. Oh,
No, they stole my door. You know what? I'm just gonna go.
that was tragic.
That was an anime betrayal right there. I was not
Truly.
expecting that door to just not exist. Usually the one on the left is solid, but that's okay. We'll just have to play this game out the way that it's intended.
God forbid.
The way that nature intended.
Yes. Fall Guys did evolve. I don't know if you know this.
It's true.
That's really all I have to say.
You know, it's hard to add on to just definitive
Facts.
truth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just facts.
You just here, I think.
Here.
Here. So what's your favorite game in Fall Guys?
Hexagon, I think.
Hexagon? Yeah.
I think Hexagon's probably my favorite with, I really like a lot of the season 3 stuff. In particular, the race game that comes up like second to last a lot, the name escapes me.
There's a few of those.
It's like the one where you go, there's the big snowballs running down by the punching hands.
Oh, yeah, Freezy Peak.
Yes, Freezy Peak or Freeze Easy Peak to my Banjo-Kazooie homies out there.
Freeze Easy.
Yes, that game is delightful, and this is my favorite Season 4 game. I'd say this particular game mode is probably in my top 5 of like
I
all
think this
time.
is the first Season 4 game that we're seeing just in general.
I think you're
so
right.
far tonight. Yeah, you can see that like the theme of it is very dark and neon and bright and colorful all at the same time. Like it's the theme is fantastic. And this is Short Circuit. Now, this is a new concept that they've introduced in Season 4, is a race game where you have to do more than just one lap. And that adds complexity because obviously all the beans running in behind you are now going to have influence on what you do when you come through the race the second time. So I'm up at the front of the pack, which is, you know, good news for me. But the second time that I go through, it's going to be a little bit more difficult because pieces have moved around and buttons have been pressed and all that kind of stuff. So
It's just delightful. I love this. Like the I don't know, it like just sings to the speedrunner in me.
absolutely, yeah. There's a couple that really, really do. And this is one of them.
You almost just got cut in half.
Just about. Oh, they didn't push the button too. That's fantastic.
I also love these anti-grav and plus grav, I guess pro-grav. These
Pro-grav.
anti-grav and pro-grav like little areas are great as well.
Yes. Talking about level variations, I hope that those anti-gravity, pro-gravity fields make their way into some of the classic levels in some way, shape, or form. Like imagine one of the hoop games, like the Hoopsy Legends game that I just played, but there's anti-grav fields so that you can jump higher or something like that.
Tail tag, but with this.
Oh, that would be a mess.
Jinx.
That would just be a mess.
I actually was thinking about this when we were talking about level variations at the top of the show. I was like, oh, we should get those anti-grav things into like big fans or something. Oh, imagine big
would be
fans,
interesting too.
but the whole level is pro-grav.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Or even like imagine Hexagon.
Oh, wait,
But
that's amazing. Pro-grav hexagon means that like a hex that's like 9 pieces away from you is viable.
Yes, exactly.
Wait, Dangers, you need to email them now.
All right. right. Well, thank you for having me on the show. I've got more important business apparently. So.
Yeah, no, this is more important.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh, this is unfortunate.
I'm basically dead weight in this one. So here's another season 4 game. I think this is the least popular season 4 game that they came out with. This is Power Trip. If you ever played Splatoon, the concept is pretty similar. We have these battery packs, and as a team, we have to take these battery packs and hold them and run across the tiles to color them our team. I can't hold anything, so I'm just gonna dive at people.
That works.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna dive at people.
Wait, you can dive at this battery to just throw it away. Oh my god, this guy has given up.
What are you doing? I mean, I can just kind of shove it around.
Dangerous, I think you're being more effective than probably most of your teammates at the present time.
That's kind of wild, actually.
Wait, how is he not able to...
I don't know. I mean, he finally got it away, but I did some damage there, that's for sure.
He kept dropping it. He's so scared of you. And you're not even grabbing him.
I'm not even grabbing.
He's not even really going to any, like, economic areas. He's just... Okay.
I hope my team... Okay, yeah, we're kind of falling behind now. I hope my team doesn't hate me for not being able to... Now, here's the thing with, like, new seasons as well, is that when they come out with new seasons, they will often make some tweaks to the physics to try and, like, balance things out. I used to be able to like dive directly in front of somebody and they would fall over. Now that doesn't really work anymore. So the only thing that I can really do is kind of be a pest. That's about all I can accomplish. And I think it might work. Oh, it's really close. No, I don't think we're gonna move on.
Oh, it's so close. Let's do one more. Let's do one more like this.
One more, okay, yeah.
Because it's only gonna get harder to get into the later rounds.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, grabbing, I think, is probably the one mechanic you can do without the most, except for, you know, special circumstances like those team games where you need to grab things, you can usually get by okay. But when we get into diving and jumping, things are going to get a little bit more complicated, that's for sure.
Dangers, you could do a no emoting challenge.
Oh, dang, I think I might have actually already done that.
You didn't win, though.
It's true, I didn't.
You won the round where you showed us your cool guitar solo.
And also, just the temptation is going to be really hard to overcome, I think. So,
whereas the temptation to dive should be so easy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, because like diving is something that you need to do. Emoting is just like an expression of self. So that's going to be really hard to avoid, I think.
What is man if not an expression of self? Thanks, guys.
Exactly.
I'll see myself out.
Can we have a counter for how many times ADEF has seen themselves out?
I'm here to talk about V-Bucks. V-Bucks, the best way to buy a Fortnite skin, like look like a hamburger or look like Thanos, I think.
Yeah, or look like Chun-Li from Street Fighter.
Yeah.
I think that's also a thing.
Does it stand for Victory Bucks?
Maybe.
I hope it stands for Victory Bucks. If it stands for nothing, I'm going to be really upset. I'm going to Google it. But I'm going to type Victory Bucks. No, it's giving me the Milwaukee Bucks record, which is not what I want.
Not even close.
V-Bucks. I want the Wikipedia page for V-Bucks. Ah, the Fortnite wiki. Excellent. Nope, it does not stand for Victory Bucks, and I'm very upset.
This one, okay, so this stage here is Whirligig. This is probably one of my favorite Season 1 stages. There was a trick that we could use to kind of get out of bounds on this one as well, but it doesn't work as well in Season 4 because the physics are a little bit different. I'm just going to try and play the stage out the way that it ought to be.
Nice job not grabbing there, by the way. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I tried my very best not to push the button.
Are you ready to know what V-Bucks stands for?
I am as ready as I'll ever be.
Again, this is just me trying to appeal to the masses. I'm sorry you have to be a part of this. Vendor Tech Bucks.
That was my second guess.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Well, all right.
Me being the knowledgeable Fortnite expert. Yes. That, yep, it means something.
Hey,
I can tell you that.
Okay, there is now an ADEF seen himself out counter on the stream. Excellent.
Excellent. Does
Can I get a request? Can I get a request from production? And this is just a dream. Can we lowercase that A at the beginning of ADEF? Is that possible? I am firmly on the Author Blues lowercase username crew.
Yeah, it's actually more surprisingly split than I thought. You know, we have this convention of like putting capital letters at the beginning of pronouns, but
Why do we have that?
why do we have that?
Maybe it's because most sentences and names and words start with a capital letter, but I'm here to break that convention. Oh, it's lowercase. God bless.
There we go. It's all fixed. Would you look at that? Now, ADEF, does the shame of seeing how many times you've seen yourself out make you wish to see yourself out?
Yeah, I'm gonna see myself out.
All right. It's good knowing you.
I'm getting up. I'm doing it.
You can't. I heard the chair. I was gonna say you can't see him, but I did hear the chair. So there he goes. Salutes in the chat for Clay. We will miss him.
I'm back.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, I stood outside my door for about 10 seconds doing nothing and then came back in.
You saw yourself out of the room you were just previously in.
Yeah, I'm not gonna see myself out of the apartment.
No, that would be silly.
No. I mean, goodness.
Can't go too far now.
Oh, I was gonna ask if it could say thrice, and it does.
Excellent.
Oh, that's great. Oh, wow, this is a variation I've not seen.
Have you never seen this one? Oh, boy.
No,
Okay,
I just don't get this game mode anymore.
Yeah, it's a pretty rare one, but this is what we call perfect deathmatch. Usually this map is just about picking the squares, and like they're going to show us a fruit on the screen and you just have to stand on a tile of that fruit. It's pretty simple, but in season 2, I think it was, they introduced this bar of death, and you can see why it would complicate this game and eliminate a lot of people very fast. I'm very tempted to grab the people in front of me and push them into the bar, but I can't do that right now.
You can nudge them.
I can nudge them.
Oh my god, you're really nudging this guy.
It's almost working.
I know. Oh my god, that guy just like dead fished over the edge from the bar.
Okay, so now here's another strategy you can do. You can use this middle and just jump on it. But you kind of have to hope that nobody else does that, though, because then you start having complications and they might push me around a little bit, which could be problematic. So, like that.
Oh, nice super jump. Dangerous has, this is, what you're seeing live is Dangerous has no idea which tile was a watermelon. Oh!
Yeah, I didn't have any idea, and then I got knocked over, so that's it.
I think that one's your fault. I think that might be your fault.
Definitely. Look at how many people eliminated, though.
Oh my god.
4 people remain. Oh, this game's wild sometimes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no amount of grabbing could have even saved me from that situation, so, you know, it is what it is.
All right, gamers, I think we're going to throw it to our first break on that note. When we come back, we'll have more hotfix, more dangers, more Fall Guys challenges. We'll be back with no diving challenge. We'll be back in just a bit, so stretch your legs, grab some water, and we'll see you in just a moment. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Games Done Quick Hotfix. This is Challenger approaching. I'm ADEF, and we have Dangers here performing Fall Guys challenges. We just had a bunch of no grabbing challenge runs, of which Dangers won a crown in one of them, which is very exciting. But first, a couple of quick announcements. I can't believe I was just cut off so ruthlessly. I may just have to remove D Dangers from the show. I don't know. I'll decide in a moment.
I was about to say I'll see myself out, but I wasn't sure if I was cutting you off again.
You're not allowed to see yourself out.
That's only you. Okay.
SGDQs, Summer Games Done Quick 2021 online prize submissions are now open. So go to gamesdonequick.com to find out about submitting prizes for the event. It's very exciting. You can have Scent handle one of your prizes live on camera. It's very, very exciting. And tomorrow night, Saturday evening, this is May 8th, 2021 is when this will be. Starting at 7 p.m. Eastern is a Dungeons and Dragons episode. Dungeons and Dragons one-shot bonus episode here on the Hotfix channel. This will be the first time D&D's ever been shown on Games Done Quick, and it will be a bonus episode of a campaign that I DM and write, and Dangers is a player, called Speedrunners and Dragons.
I am the player called Speedrunners and Dragons?
Yes, there were some misplaced modifiers there. Dangers is a player, period, and also the show is called Speedrunners and Dragons.
Very cool.
And with
who else
that,
can we expect to see on the show?
Gosh, well, Daniel Ba'amondi, better known as Danny B on Twitch, the Ocarina of Time speedrunner, and the Blacktastic, Bobby, who you might know, he hosts Super Boss Bros with Big John here on the GDQ channel. Very exciting stuff. So be sure to tune in for that. And Dangers, whenever you're ready, take it away.
I'll go ahead and start following right now. Now, tell me, this campaign that we're doing tomorrow, did you write it all yourself by any chance?
What's going on?
This Dungeons and Dragons campaign.
I did
write it all yourself?
It's all original from my brain. All the characters, everything.
From someone who's been playing with Adef as the Dungeon Master in basically the only D&D campaigns I've ever done, he does a fantastic job. So you better tune in tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Hey, thanks.
It's going to be a good time.
We also, our second campaign starts in about 2 weeks. And if you'd like to catch up on any previous Speedrunners and Dragons episodes or check out the trailer for Campaign 2, we'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/speedrunnersdragons. And I'll post that link in chat here for you just in a moment, so you can see that and subscribe and make our dreams come true.
Yeah, our second campaign is going to have more players as well. So we've got some new faces joining us. It's going to be super nice.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. We've got Kung Fu Fruit Cup, who's a GDQ interview staff member as well as showrunner here. We've got DGR Dave, who's a Mario Maker extraordinaire. And Fant_TV, who's also a Fall Guys champion.
Yeah, both him and I have won Fall Manias separate from one another. And that's how we met each other. But he also does a lot of like Link to the Past randomizer stuff and just kind of general gaming on his channel. I think he got into like a Grand Theft Auto 5 roleplay server recently, so he's been doing a little bit of that on the channel. Oh, this is oh, there we go.
That was
the launch I was looking for.
I think that's the most delightful thing I've ever seen.
Now I can't dive. So
oh, right.
This part might actually be kind of tricky. I'm gonna wait. Yeah, do a little spin in the air. I think that's the strat.
You're gonna have to develop strats live here, I think.
Yeah, diving is probably the one thing in this game that I like doing the most. So the fact that I can't right now is messing up my brain a little bit.
It's also really difficult whenever you do these kinds of restrictions in a video game you play a lot, where you're like intentionally removing a key movement tech. It always is really hard not to do.
Yes. Yeah, because when you put 1,000 hours into a game, you become pretty tactical in using everything that's in your toolkit, right? And so you just kind of come second nature. So the urge to not do that is very strong, or rather not very strong. It's hard to fight against.
I just saw the bean you were spectating dive, and I almost yelled at you. I'm so sorry.
Hey, I can't be held liable for the things that other beans do.
And that is a lesson on life.
It is. Let it be known. But yeah, this is, I think, the second time we've seen Night Fever now, and you can tell the variations change pretty dramatically. A lot of these like early stage gauntlet levels are very good at kind of like plug and play, where you just like take one obstacle out, plug a different obstacle in, and changes the stage in a fun way. So you're going to see quite a lot of that in the early parts of these episodes. Ooh, another short circuit without diving. I think I'll be okay. Somebody's
love
wearing my
short
costume
circuit.
in the.
I love this one.
the-
Sorry,
in the
I had to type a thing. I apologize.
That's okay. That
but
happens.
Now I'm here. I'm present again. You're
Present
not
for a
alone.
little short circuit.
Oh, it's the best. It's the best game.
The best game. And so season, like I was saying, there's an update every month or so. Season 4.5, maybe somebody in the chat might be able to tell better, but it's got to be right around the corner. The time is coming up pretty soon, which means that we're going to get new updates to some of the stages that exist, and some of the older stages might get some of the new obstacles put into them, which is really exciting stuff. I'd be interested to see if they do anything with this stage, like put in more obstacles or change the way the flippers work or anything like that.
I don't know. I find this particular game mode enamoring. I was struggling to have anything to say because I was just enjoying watching.
Just take it in. Yeah,
I know.
Absolutely.
The design aesthetic of season 4 is wonderful.
Yeah, very good.
This particular game mode, I think, not only exemplifies the visual design aesthetic really well, but also the game design aesthetic of, technologic things really well. I don't know. I just think it is a really well designed piece of video game.
And we love it here. We love it here.
We love it here. Where are we? Where are we, Dangers?
We're here.
Okay.
Here.
All right.
We definitely love it here, wherever here is.
Okay.
But as a speedrunner, I love this level because it's one of the ones that just kind of fits right into the, it pushes all the buttons. It's got all the gears grinding where it just like, all the patterns exist as far as we know until there's adjustments or like variations like we were talking about. Everything does the same thing every single time. So you're trying to beat cycles and you're trying to outpace the other players at the same time. So it's very fun if you're a speedrunner. Hopefully, I really hope we get a slime climb today because that's like my favorite level in this game, especially for speedrunning reasons.
I'm hopeful for you. In fact, I'm putting my energy that it's going to be the next round. And if it's not the next round, I'll see myself out.
If it's not the next one, you will see yourself out.
Yes.
Okay, well, you might want to start pulling your chair out.
Is it the wrong number of people or the wrong round?
I mean, it's possible, but it's not likely. Well, 8F, it was fun knowing you.
Yeah, it's tough. I guess I'll see myself out. You got the show from here?
I got it. No
okay.
problem.
Cool.
It's
Excellent.
all mine.
Great. I'm seeing myself out. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for the show. I'll keep it warm and safe. And it's too bad because this is the one that 8F said was his favorite episode, actually, is Freezy Peak. So this is kind of like Slime Climb, if you guys are familiar with this game. It's basically just a really quick race up this mountain with all these like windy obstacles, punching obstacles. It's going to be a little tricky because I can't dive, but I think we should be okay.
Dangers,
It's
I just got
very
an urgent message from corporate.
Hello?
It's
I'm listening.
An urgent message from corporate just for you.
Okay.
There's some guy called twitch.tv/dangers, and apparently everyone has to follow him right now, or they'll get a strongly worded letter from corporate.
Well, okay, I better do it. I better do that right now. Hold on. Oh wait, that's me.
Oh gosh.
I mean, I can't follow myself, so I'm sorry, corporate, but I mean, you guys in the chat can do that, I suppose.
Follow or risk a corporate email.
A strongly worded letter. It's exactly what I don't want. So what do they see at twitch.tv/dangers, I wonder?
Well, mostly gaming content. Gosh, I don't think anything other than that ever. Banana squashing.
That does happen.
Banana smashing, banana trouncing.
I don't know. Maybe that's the sequel. Maybe that's an upcoming sequel we're working on. Definitely some banana squashing.
Yeah, bananas have been squashed. But in reality, all goofs and gaffs aside, hee-haw. What am I doing? Super Mario Odyssey and Fall Guys content. What's up?
I'll just see you out after that
Oh,
one.
is that even allowed?
I don't know.
All right, well, Dangers is seeing myself out, so bye.
See you later. Twice in one episode. I can't believe this. Okay, so yes, on my channel, I'm like losing my focus. I'm thinking about what's going on here. My channel, yeah, we do a lot of speedrunning content. I've kind of drifted into some variety stuff like Fall Guys, but we're going really hard again on the Super Mario Odyssey speedrunning. So if that's the kind of game you like, then you're in the right place at twitch.tv/dangers. So feel free to follow. That would mean a lot to me. But yeah, I think we're going to start running Galaxy soon too. Galaxy's like the next on my list. Been thinking about that game a lot.
This just in, another urgent message from corporate.
Corporate just keeps on coming.
Yeah, they just are always have things, you know?
They just are always interested.
They just always have things. They want to know if the 602 is on your brain, and in this case, corporate is me.
Yeah. Oh, this is like a CC'd message through you. Okay.
No, I'm corporate.
So you are corporate. Mm-hmm. Oh, interesting. That would be quite the time investment, but that would be really cool, I think.
All right.
Super Mario 64 is very hard, though.
Corporate is awaiting further info.
Gotcha. I will give corporate said info in a divisively written email.
Divisively written?
Did I say did I mean decisively?
Well, it could be divisively written. I don't know. It could be written in two halves, or it could be written in order to divide. It could be an email filled with fractions. I really am not sure. Also,
that'd be kind of fun.
Thin ice with no diving is actually pretty scary.
It is. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and carve myself out a little plot of land.
I'm like a little homestead.
Yeah, I'm like a settler arriving to America, and I need to create a little plot of land for myself. I don't know where it's going to be yet. I haven't really decided that far ahead. But that way, if I manage to get a big island of space all to myself, then nobody can bother me, and I can live there freely and happily forever after.
I think this is the plot of America, like the country.
This is.
I think so. I think you described the plot of the country.
Now, there are people kind of sticking around on my island, and that makes me a little bit sad.
You're really hitting all the plot points. You're hitting all the major plot points of America here.
You know, I think you might be right. It's a little too close to home. But, you know, I think this is going to work anyways. We're going to just cut this off from... Oh, this guy's actually a gamer, though, so that's a problem. Did they have gamers in colonial America?
I think George Washington won the Fortnite.
Oh.
Yeah, not a lot you can do about that.
Oh. I tried to make that gap with just a jump, but it's not going to work.
Hey, I think making it to a final and into the final four people without diving is pretty extraordinary.
We also got a gold medal on that short circuit. So.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's wonderful.
And I would have gotten a gold medal in the Freezy Peak too, but I had to go and follow twitch.tv/dangers.
Right. So. You know what's even like also more America about that situation?
I'm listening.
Ninja was in your plot of land.
That's true.
And I believe, I could be wrong, he's American.
I think so. I think you're right. Yeah, Tyler Blevins is in this game. Also, Mr. Beast is in this game.
What?
Yeah. The Mr. Beast.
Did he
he's
hand
not
you,
handing out.
He didn't hand
he's
you
not
10
handing
grand.
out ridiculous amounts of money, which is kind of sad.
Oh, that's
I
too
thought
bad.
that playing Fall Guys was going to get me that, but it didn't. So here we are, just still just falling. So.
Do you guys have the like Mr. Beast burger stuff in Canada?
No, we do not.
I don't even know if we have it here. It could just be a thing that exists on his YouTube channel for all I know.
I swear I've like, I don't know. I hear about his like accolades and how he has like a company and like, yeah, actual burger joints and establishments across the country, but It just seems like an anomaly. It sounds like another world completely, because, well, Canada doesn't get a whole lot of it, first of all. But secondly, it just seems like something out of a movie, I guess, for somebody who's a YouTube star to just start selling burgers. I don't know.
He is capitalizing on his brand exceptionally well.
Yes.
That is the gamer corporate insight I will deliver unto you now.
Do like Mr. Beast do, make a lot of money.
Yeah. Just capitalize on your brand really exceptionally, and you can make $1 million. Anyway, welcome to DoorDash.
Yeah. Isn't that the truth of it? So I can't do the funny thing this time because I don't have my dive available to me. But that doesn't mean we can't run through the stage anyways. Actually, you know what? If I try it, yeah, no, not high enough. So we're going to go around. Now, this game is particularly tricky if you're trying to play it the normal way and not cheating like I do, because every single set of these doors, it is a little bit harder to know which one the right one is. So if you're the kind of, oh, I just dove. We're going to pretend that didn't happen.
I didn't see anything. It didn't affect the outcome of the round in any appreciable way, so I think it's okay.
Okay. I mean, I could start over if you want. No?
When Cosmic and I did Mario 35 challenges, we had like an honor rule where if we did the thing we weren't supposed to do, we would stay in place for like 5 seconds.
Oh, okay. I mean, I would have been eliminated if I did that, but I can adopt that from this point on. I can just stop. I can stop moving for 5 seconds and see what happens if I break the rules. It's actually a pretty good penalty, to be honest.
Just completely stop moving.
Yep. Like, oh, there was a dive. Okay. See you later, everybody else.
What's the biggest final you've ever been a part of?
Okay, so this game has certain caps, right? It will never give you a final with more than 20 people in it, based on just the way that it organizes itself. That being said, sometimes the game doesn't behave the way it's supposed to, and so Fall Guys, a little bit of backstory here. Fall Guys likes to do limited time events. So instead of going into the main show like we're doing right now, the main show just kind of incorporates everything the game has to offer. Every couple of days, they have a rotating episode that changes and has a certain theme. One of them was a Slime Survivors type episode. So all of the games are games that just kind of like, you know, if you fall in the slime, you get eliminated immediately, those kind of games. People are pretty good at surviving those ones. And so when they got to the end of those episodes, sometimes the finals would have 30, sometimes even 40 people in them. So there was a couple hexagons that had like 40 people in them. And because the game only programs 20 load-in points, people load in on top of one another. And if you go on YouTube and you search like 40-person hexagon, you'll see some pretty crazy stuff. They like go flying, they pop out of each other, and it's like this big explosion right at the beginning of a hexagon. It's great.
I must see this. Here it is.
This weekend special event is Hexagon Trials. Yeah, so the Hexagon Trials episode type is actually one of the fun ones. Basically, it's just Hexagon 3 times in a row. So you don't play any of the other mini games. You just play Hexagon and then Hexagon and then Hexagon, and it gets treated as like a survival game. So once you get like eliminate 5 or 6 people, then it just goes to another Hexagon right away.
This is absolute chaos.
Yes. Yeah, and of course, every body you add is more tiles getting eaten up faster. So the episode's done like this. Did I dive again? Chat is saying I dove again.
You might have dove over the finish line. You didn't dive on. You didn't dive on the like moving things. I was watching.
Okay. Okay. So you know what? I'll take the penalty this time. Now that we've got the rule in place, I will stay for 5 seconds at the beginning of this next game, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully, it's not another race because that could be bad.
What's the game with the walls that come at you?
Block Party.
I hope it's that.
Oh, it's this. It's the other game with the walls, but they don't come at me.
No, but you can grab this time, just no diving, which is kind of bad, actually.
Yeah, it's to be fair, taking away any of my moves in this game is pretty bad. But I'm gonna stay right here for 5 seconds. I'll let everybody else go ahead. Hello,
How
kitty
nice.
cat. 1,
Your cat is here?
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's go. Yeah, she's here. She's on my desk. So actually, grabbing is probably a little bit more important than diving in this one. So I'm kind of happy to have my grabs because I can do this. It's going to make things a little bit difficult at this stage, though. Cat, I can't see. You can't. That's not. You're not allowed to stand there. No. I know. You're very cute, but you can't. Okay, we're gonna use this fan block
Oh,
just to get a little boost.
that was very expertly performed, I must say.
Okay, this should be fine. Maybe I can. I don't actually know what I want to do. Yeah, it's a little too far away, so I'm gonna pull it closer and then use it. There we go.
Very nice.
Just like that. Oh, now that I have my grab, I'm gonna. Oh wait, I might not have time. I just wanted to do a little dance.
Do a little
Okay.
dance.
Make a little love.
Go down tonight. Get down tonight. Oh, nice falsetto. I loved that. I loved that.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I loved it.
I will take that. 18 remain. So we might get a team game. We haven't seen very many team games this time around. Have we seen any team games
Nope.
yet?
We saw. Oh, we had the
we had
battery
Power Trip.
one. Yeah, but that's
Yeah, we
it.
have Power Trip. But these are perfect numbers for a team game. Oh, no, it's another one of these. So I actually like this less. Diving is very important in this one, so we'll see how this goes. We'll probably have like 10 qual as well, so I'm gonna have to be very careful here. But at least I can grab. Grabbing did not help me at all in that situation. Oh, it's so hard to gauge these jumps without your dive. Okay, this is working. We're doing all right.
What's the scene himself out counter mean? You know, that chat comment just leaves me with such pause. I'm gonna go ahead and see myself out.
Hopefully this answers your question, chatter. Oh man. Okay, hold on. Nice. Sometimes you just gotta play smarter than everybody else. Heck. Yeah, I didn't realize how important diving was to this game. Today I learned. Ooh, this is good. Yes.
You never know how good you have it until it's gone.
That's what they say.
That's exactly how they say it.
Where do I even go? I'm like,
don't
that
know.
would be good, except I can't dive. Oh, that would be good, except I can't. Oh, well, that would. Nope. Okay. Well, that. Hold on. Oh no, I can't grab either. Apparently.
Wow, I'm amazed you grabbed that.
Can I make this? Nope. But I can make this. Whew. We're in there.
Wow, that was really
tough.
tight. That was really tight.
Oh, and the last one came in right after me too, so. I think we just made a final, ladies and gentlemen.
I think so. No diving.
No diving.
That's 2 finals in a row, no diving.
So somebody in the chat is asking what challenger approaching means. Clay.
Oh gosh. I should have answered that. Yeah, watch everyone in the chat try to guess what the command name is. I think it's _CA. I don't remember. Challenger Approaching is a show that I, ADEF, host every other Friday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. And oh, it's !Challenger. See, even I don't know.
There you go.
Basically, the bit of the show is that we show off challenge runs and the runners that perform them. So Dangers tonight is showing off difficult ways to try to win in Fall Guys. So these are like individual little challenge runs. In the past, we've had really hard randomizers with difficult settings. We've had no EXP challenges. We've had difficult categories that are rarely seen in video games, hit lists, stuff like that.
Yeah, a lot of video games have, like, you know, when you get a dedicated community that really enjoys a game, but it's a game like Mario that, like, once you beat it, you've kind of unlocked its potential. You know, you're not going to be surprised by the levels or where the secrets are or anything. You have to find a way to make it interesting. And I think that that's kind of the whole mantra behind speedrunning in the first place, is like taking a game you love and playing it in a way that adds an external challenge to it. And I think that Challenger Approaching does that in a different way that is not time-based, which is pretty cool.
Oh my god, he thinks it's cool?
Well, I wouldn't be here if I didn't think it was cool, would I?
Oh, let's go. So we have another thin ice here. Again, this one was difficult, no diving last time, but Dangerous has got a nice little area carved out here. If this bean to his right is nice, then they can, you know, enjoy this together.
That's kind of what I'm hoping we do, because I don't really have many other options except for play nice.
Can you make that? Well...
No, I couldn't have made that.
Not a whole lot of options at that point.
I just got stranded right in the middle. All right, please, video game, give me something that's not a thin ice.
Yeah, really, any other final would be fine, honestly. Well, Hexagon would be tough too, but...
Hexagon would be tricky, but not as bad, because you can kind of separate yourself on the layers.
Yeah, I agree.
But, yeah,
like, I think most of the other finals are more amicable for no diving. Like, I think
certainly
roll-off is pretty okay.
Yep.
What are the other ones? Royal Fumble's fine.
Well, Royal Fumble's never fine, but at least I have my grab back, so
That's
if we
what
do
I
get Royal
meant.
Fumble, I'm not, like, locked out of it.
What are the other finals? Why can't I think of the finals?
So Jump Showdown would be good.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Fall Mountain would be good.
Yep.
Fall Mountain would actually not be good if I can't jump or grab, though, because you need both of those things to actually win. So if hopefully we don't get a Fall Mountain later on.
That's assuming you make it to the final.
That's true. That's true. If we have our jump taken away, it's gonna be hard to make it.
I mean, if you get to tiptoe, you literally can't even cross to the first platform.
That's true. Well, maybe I can dive to it, because you can walk onto those platforms, so you might be able to do that. But diving to the end would be tricky. Yeah, because dives, they do give you a little bit of height, but not a lot. So yeah, the jump one is definitely going to be the hardest challenge by far. Okay, so this is Hit Parade, and I love that they set up like this walking beam section for you to, like, if you're a real gamer, you take these beams, but it's actually just kind of faster to fall off the platform immediately and take the slide, because the slide gives you a bunch of speed. You just...
That was a very fun noise. Can I get that again?
You absolutely can. It's like when you see yourself out, but you do it really fast, you go...
Oh my god.
Oh, this is just a mess.
A bloodbath.
Oh, this is not looking good for me at all. Okay, hold on a second. Let's regain our composure. And oh, I'm falling over again. Oh, this is not good. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on a second. Are we still safe? Oh, we're in there. Wasn't even scared.
Wasn't even scared. Danger is no walking. That's actually interesting. You can only jump and dive.
I have a feeling I would lose every single race game.
You think so?
I think so.
Who's to say?
That'll be our bonus challenge for the day. Like, this is what happens when you don't move. And thanks for watching.
And that's it.
That's our show. All right.
What do you think's coming next?
Well, it was 42, so I thought it was going to be something like Jinxed, and we get it anyways. So this is fun. We love this.
Jinxed is kind of the most notoriously unlikable round in the game.
Yes. When Power Trip came out, it replaced it, I think. But Jinx still kind of holds that sentiment. So the object of this game is two people start with the virus, you could say.
Yeah, this is too timely of a game, to be honest. If you ever wanted a model for what R0 in epidemiology looks like, you should watch a gameplay of Jinxed. And all the statistical models of virus spread make so much sense.
Except when you live over here. We must be in New Zealand right now. Because there's just it's not approaching us at all.
Yeah, I guess one of the only differences between this and real virus spread is that in this, people are desperately trying to get you sick.
Yes.
In fact, it's all they want.
Very interesting.
It's like a chickenpox party.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, they got me. How did they do that? Oh, they're just too good. They're gamers. That goose is going to win the whole thing.
Weren't you just like standing still?
I mean, it's just true. Yeah, it wouldn't take very much to try and avoid.
Okay, well, that person's just standing in a corner, but they juked you.
Somehow they did. My grab button didn't work.
Absolute gamer time. Yeah, some of that, you could chalk some of those misgrabs up to desync, like Dangers was talking about earlier, where, you know, there is some amount of latency in between players and their models. So for Dangers and any other player, their models are updating in real time. And they're physicalizing with objects in real time, but other players' models do not update instantly. That's just how online games work. And with Fall Guys, which is a game that's so position dependent with so many active players, sometimes desync can be quite large.
And it doesn't look like we're going to be moving on from this one. We'll see. We got some work to do, though.
Somebody's really playing right now on your team.
And thank goodness for them. Yeah, that's it.
Nerdy honking champion. We just want to say a prayer for you. Do it again. Do it again. Here we go. No diving. We're going to get a dub. I can feel it.
No problem. Easy.
Dangers, what is the game mode that if you're in a tournament, all right, put yourself in that mindset, okay? You're gaming.
Thinking about it.
You're ready to win. What's the game mode you see, not a team game, just a game mode that is a solo mode, that you're like, oh no, better get a new pair of britches?
That's a good question, and I think it depends, because tournaments have traditionally been done as solos, as duos, and as squads, right? So I think the answer depends on what kind of tournament you're playing in. Because if it's a squads tournament, the idea is you get more points for every person on your squad that makes it to the finals. So games you don't want to see are games that are like low-qual race games at the end, like Tiptoe, or even like Tail Tag, I guess. Like those ones that, you know, only 7 or 8 people are going to move into the final, and you have to basically race your way there. And sometimes the game can kind of get the better hand of you. But if I'm playing by myself, the ones I don't want to see in tournaments are, aside from team games, probably Tail Tag. Tail Tag's got to be the one. Because it's just so random. Anything can happen. You just hate to see it.
Tail Tag doesn't want to see you either.
Well, you know, Tail Tag brought it upon themselves, all right?
Okay.
They just, they look at everybody funny. They're not out to make friends, is what I'm trying to say.
Ooh.
DoorDash is also an example of that as well, because if you can't accomplish the skip like I've been showing off today for reasons such as your dive has been taken away mercilessly, then you kind of just have to hope that the luck of the draw treats you nicely, which is kind of the situation here. So this is also another game in tournament play that I'm not a big fan of.
Diving also is more helpful in DoorDash than you would think, not just for the reason of getting out of bounds, but sometimes diving can be really helpful getting through the crowds.
Yes.
When you're in these like funnel points. Also, DoorDash, an excellent model for crowd stampeding. So Fall Guys is really just doing a lot of statistical human modeling for us.
Basically.
But yeah, so these funnel points, these choke points, bottlenecks are really good diving moments.
Yeah, because you can kind of, if you're stuck behind the crowd, all like converging on a door, you can like crowd surf over them by diving. So not having my dive was a little bit scary there, but we made it through. Everything's fine.
Dangerous, I'm going to turn the tables on you here.
You're going to turn my tables?
Yes.
Okay.
Iwi.
Iwi.
That's going to be an Iwi from me, dog.
Turn my tables, Clay. What is it?
What, it's time. You have to ask me a question.
I have to ask you a question.
Yeah, I'm a really good host, so now I don't ask the questions anymore.
Oh, okay, great. Does it have to do with Fall Guys?
If you want.
Okay, well, that was my question. Thank you.
Oh, okay. And we're back to me being the host. I'm actually deeply troubled by that question. It's making me think hard about,
you're welcome,
you know, who I am and what it is I want out of life. So I'm actually going to see myself out.
Oh, I mean, it might help you clear your head if you just
I'm going to come back
a moment
as a new person, new questions. I'm just going to see myself out.
All right. Well, I guess he's not being the host of the show anymore, so it's just me. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Games Done Quick. My name is Dangers. Today we're doing Challenger Approaching, hosted by someone who just saw themselves out. And we're playing Fall Guys, and I'm not allowed to dive at the moment. And this is going to be particularly tricky in this level, I think, because as you can see, anti-gravity fields, Saturn is flying all over the place. Diving would be really nice to just kind of secure myself on a platform, but it's not working. It's not what I got to do here, so.
I've returned.
Hello, welcome back.
And I've returned to what I must say, I love this race game.
Me too.
I'm a big fan of this one.
But this isn't big fans. But
no. I did come back with prepared with a question.
Oh, okay.
Where does the name Dangers come from?
This is a question I get a lot, and I feel like I let people down when I give them my answer.
Okay, well, I can give you the answer to ADEF afterwards if you feel let down.
Sure, yes. I've actually always wondered, so.
All right, is this a gold medal? No diving? Excellent.
It sure is. I said it was going to be hard. I lied to everybody on live television. I'm sorry.
You should be.
Yeah, it's just fundamentally Canadian to apologize for winning.
Fundamentally Canadian. I think I'm going to change my Twitch username to that.
Then it would have a story. It'd be like, why are you named Fundamentally Canadian?
Well.
Anyway, so Dangers came from me needing another username because sometimes when you're 13, you don't necessarily make the best choices for yourself. So I was a little embarrassed with the screen name I had before and needed a new one and didn't really know where to look. I've always really been bad at naming things. So it just kind of came from me playing an online game against other people, and somebody's name was Danger, just singular Danger, and I was like, huh, that's cool. And so I just adopted it for the next forum that I signed up for, and it's kind of just stuck ever since. I think it's short and snappy. It's a common word, so it's the kind of thing that people are going to remember, and that's why I like it.
I like that story. I don't think that's a bad story at all.
It's not too bad. It's not creative by any means, but it is the way that it goes. So
I don't think I think it's a good story.
I'm curious where ADEF comes from, though.
So in the early 2010s, in like 2010 or maybe early 2011, I was very into the modification of Pokemon games.
Ooh.
Pokemon Fire Red, Leaf Green, and Emerald specifically. I was very into making my own games for people to play, and they were all tremendously bad. But that is not the point. I figured that if I was going to be a big-time developer, I needed a name for my game company that made Pokemon fan games.
Absolutely. Why not?
And so I was testing a Pokemon game that I had been working on. And in order to do the testing, I just sort of was speeding up a bunch, and I was going through the naming part at the beginning very quickly. And instead of picking one character, which is what speedrunners do, I was not privy to that tech at the time.
Of course, yeah.
I just selected a bunch of random letters, and what came out was ADEF, and that ended up being a playthrough that I tested the whole game many times with. And so the file name was around for a while, and I was like, I kind of like that. I identify with that now.
I actually love that story.
So
That's great.
my username became 8F Games because it was my game company. And that is why my Twitter handle is 8F Games. Everything was 8F Games until like 3 years ago when I was able to claim just 8F on Twitch.
That's fantastic.
That's the story.
I guess I could see that because all of those letters are pretty close together on the keyboard. So you probably just like slammed your hand down on it, called it a day.
Well, so it wasn't on a QWERTY keyboard or anything. This was in Pokemon file naming. So it was like D-pad. I was like screwing around with the D-pad, mashing A, and then just press start after 4 letters.
Right, okay. That's perfect.
Hey, you're on Tiptoe.
And it's a very low qual tiptoe too. So this is exactly, if I was in a squads tournament, I'd be scared right now. I'd be crying a little bit. Especially with these, what we call big Eatus at the end. No, thick bonkus. That's, sorry, the naming conventions, it's easy to get them mixed up. You can understand. Yeah, the thick bonkus. Think thick bonkai, if it's plural. Think thick bonkai.
Thick bonku.
Oh, okay, that's not a place you can stand, Dangers. Duly noted. I am kind of curious about that, the big Eatus underneath the stage, though.
Curious, as in you want to use it?
Yeah, kind of. I don't know if it's safe, though. It just doesn't... I don't think it's going to work for me.
It's not
So I'm just
3, by the way. I'm your eyes and ears over here.
Oh,
I think
it's definitely 1 then.
Yeah, it's 1.
No, it's not! Oh, we got bamboozled. Oh, this is terrible.
Wow, is
All
it
right.
like 8 or something?
It's got to be the ones at the end, yeah. Is it that one right there? Did anybody try that one? It is that one. Oh, I can't dive, though. Okay, let's go.
Wow.
It's a weird, like, convention going on here where, like... Oh, they found another one. Where they find the path and then nobody takes it. It's very strange.
Oh, that
Like,
beam
usually-
was so close.
Like I mentioned the last time we did Tiptoe, like if you uncover a panel that is safe to stand on that's 2 from the end, it will always be a path directly towards the end. It's just the way the patterns work. So the fact that somebody stood on it, made it glow, said that it was safe, and then nobody took it was very strange to me. But maybe not everybody knows that. So yes, it's not a thin ice. Let's go. Okay,
This
I
is
think
very
we
big.
can do this. Yeah, this is huge.
Low amount of players. I'm gonna be quiet and let Dangers work his magic.
Mine fellow frogmen. So this is like rollout that we saw earlier, except it's a finals version. You'll be reminded that I didn't have my grab function before, but I do now. So if I want to get kind of spicy, I can potentially push people off the stage. Now, because I don't have my dive, I won't be able to make it across these like big gaps like this, or like this one over here. The frogman has left the arena. Okay, that's fine. One less person to deal with, I guess. I was kind of hoping they'd stick around because I liked the frog outfit really, really badly, but it's fine. So we can jump over these little ones, and I'm just going to see if anybody is bold enough to stand near the edges, because if they are, then I might just give them a little shove. See if I can push somebody in. Name of the game is Last Man Standing, so if I can be the last man standing, I'm going to do it. And already everybody's getting eliminated. I almost got body tackled there. Okay. Okay. Now that we have all this space to move, it's just the 3 of us, so... Sometimes I turn the names on because this is an online multiplayer game, right? Everybody that I'm playing is a human somewhere in the world. So sometimes I can recognize the names of the people I'm playing against, which would be really interesting, because if I did, then I'd be playing against somebody who's really good. But I don't think I recognize these names today. The naming convention in this game is actually really cute, by the way. It gives you basically a random name generator. And you basically just have to roll your name. And okay, well,
let's go. Let's go. Crown with no diving. Can we get some crowns in the chat for Dangers, please? Oh, you know,
Let's go.
Look, I was gonna say we go to our next break, but I kind of think we should just go to we just do another thing, and we'll go to a break later. We'll go to a break later.
Okay. Let's
Dangerous.
do another thing.
Pog champion.
I am the Pog champion.
You are.
I am the fall champion. That was amazing.
I'm just so excited.
There was one transfer there that I was like, no, I'm gonna fall off.
I saw that transfer and my heart leapt out of my throat. It was the one
like
right
this
on the
platform.
corner as the pink goo was very high.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. It was very, very close, but. So we do another one? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Do you want to do no jumping or no diving?
Well,
do another no diving? Do another no diving, I think.
Yeah, we'll switch over to no jumping after the break.
Sure thing.
Do one more of these and see if we can go 2 for 2. Hi. Kitten's come to say hello.
Hello, kitten.
Probably.
We've never met, but I miss you. Is that fair?
I think so.
Okay.
She seems excited to see you as well.
Oh, let's go.
So as much as I miss like in-person events, I think that they're the greatest. The only thing is that you guys can't see the pets at home when you watch these shows, and it's an in-person event because you can't bring the pets with you. But
do you like kittens? Do you like cats? Do you like cats showing up on a very high-resolution DSLR webcam on stream? Well, gamers, have I got the stream for you.
Yes, I do.
Twitch.tv/DANGERS. That's right, Dangers. Follow him. If you're not following him, you're just missing out on some of the most quality content on the internet. I, for one, am I'm just a huge fan, and I'm a big fan. I'm a really big fan.
Speaking of big fans, this is big fans, but I'm not allowed to dive.
No,
which is kind of sad. If I could dive, I would show off something cool, but I guess I won't. How about instead we do a little bit of a challenge within a challenge? How does that sound?
Oh, yes. Are we going to do the thing?
Yeah, let's do the thing.
Okay, so Dangers is going to attempt something really cool here. Not to steal his thunder, but I just love this. He's going to do the Hobbit's tale, the there and back again.
Yeah.
Where he's going to go to the end, then come back to the start line, and then go back to the end again.
Without diving, also. So yeah, this game mode, for some reason, makes people really tripped up. Like, I don't know if they're all really new when they play this game or something, but like, people are not very good at this one. But when you're a speedrunner and you're pretty good at platforming, it's pretty standard. Like, it's a pretty simple thing to do. You just kind of like make sure you don't fall off. You can use these beams to walk across in some places. You can just traverse the stage, right? So usually this game takes a long time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach the end. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to go back. I've never done this before, so this could go horribly wrong.
And the one thing is, his checkpoint is still at the end.
Yes.
So if
I fall off, then I get sent back to the end. There's a lot of beans in my way, like only one checkpoint in so far, which is really something special. Oh, the hot dog almost ruined everything.
Wow.
Like, there are still some beans back here. This is wild. I've never done this before.
Somebody talked about it, like, maybe it was Mallet Man, like, right when the game came out, I feel like. And I had not stopped thinking about it since then. Oh, these beans that are not... This kind of makes me sad.
Okay, so we made it to the start again. Now, of course, if I fall off the stage, I could just, like, activate that checkpoint again, which would be really handy. But I'm going to try my best to just run it out and see what happens. Might as well. Do it live.
I'd love to say the rest of the quote, but I don't think I'm supposed to.
Yeah, maybe not on this show.
Screw it. We'll do it live. How about that?
There we go. I think that's an okay substitute. Oh, that orange bean. I'm sorry. I just pushed them right off.
Oh my god, it actually might be close on Qual.
There's a lot of people hanging out at the end. I think we're okay.
Wow. Wow. There and back again, no diving.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
How do those beans feel now that you've lapped them?
Quite literally. We almost didn't. That was a buzzer beater, actually. We almost didn't make it in time.
You basically just played Big Fans 3 times.
3 times, yeah. I've never played it in reverse, too, so that was new to me. But let's go.
That was delightful.
I'm glad we were able to get that little mini challenge in. Didn't even need dives. Just get them out.
Don't even need
Not
them.
necessary. Don't even need them. Dives, never heard of them.
Never.
Now, was that so spectacular, Clay, that you might see yourself out? I'm just curious for the fans at home.
Now, what you don't know is that I actually saw myself out in the middle. I didn't even say anything.
Oh,
I was so
he's
impressed
already.
that I saw myself out and then saw myself back in during the match.
You slapped your hands down on the arms of your chair and you stood right up. This is preposterous.
That's what I said. I just said it to myself.
Right, yeah, you muted.
Well, Dangers, okay. I'm now seeing myself very in because no diving is tough in this one.
It is. You can see that I'm having a real big trouble with it.
Trouble.
The biggest of troubles. Yeah, see, I can't even like make my way into the gold center there. So I am just going to try and go for as many points as I can. Because diving really makes this game what it is. So you gotta. We're gonna have a little bit of difficulty.
I'm impressed. I mean, you're obviously gonna qual, but like, I'm very impressed with some of the silvers you've gotten so far. Wow! How did you get that gold?
Oh, can I get it? Oh, I thought I could jump in. That's good. That's good. We're making it in. We're making it in. No dives is a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be, but you can win episodes. You can win episodes with it, apparently. So I'm 2 for 2 now, 8F. We did one with no grabs. We did one with no dives.
Now we just need to do one without jumping, and you'll be the king.
I will be the king. They will give me the crown. I think that's the whole goal of the game, right?
Dangers, what? This is a question for you, if that's okay.
I am open for questions.
Oh, really?
I am.
Okay,
yes.
Well, that's news to me. What's happening tomorrow night? What's happening tomorrow night?
Oh, just this little ditty called Speedrunners and Dragons.
Okay.
That's the answer to the question.
Simple as that. That's it. All right, welcome to Fruit Shoot. Fruit Shoot is my least favorite game.
No, okay, you're not just going to leave the cliffhanger like that, Clay.
What?
I'm not going to let you do that. You're not going to set me up with a question like that and then just go to Fruit Shoot. Though I do love Fruit Shoot. Look at this yeet, that right off the edge. Okay,
nice
back
job.
to Speedrunners and Dragons.
Okay.
So I hear you're a dungeon master.
Master of Dungeons, that'd be me, yeah.
Yes, that is you.
No diving's actually a little spooky here.
A little bit. I usually dive on these like purple triangles, pink triangles. I know my colors. Pink triangles.
He knows his colors, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm trying my best out here.
He knows his colors.
There we go.
One day, the Speedrunners and Dragons plug will actually come out of one of our mouths. One day.
One day. It's just chaos right now, but we're trying our best. So Speedrunners and Dragons. It's a show that Clay has actually been running for, I guess, almost a year now.
Oh my God.
When did we start?
August? No, the first show was like early September of 2020.
Yeah, okay.
We ran our first one-shot together in August of 2020, though.
Right. So we're still a ways away from a year, but going into our second season, I guess, our second campaign, that's going to be starting up in just a couple weeks, right? What's our start date for
May
2?
18th.
That's right. So yeah, almost 2 weeks, just 11 days, less than 2 weeks.
I know, and I haven't even written that full episode yet. Isn't that great?
Let's go.
Largely that's because of what's tomorrow night, which is tomorrow night, Dangers will be back, and so will I, and I'll be running a one-shot with some of the players from Campaign 1 to sort of drum up some hype for Campaign 2. So it's going to be a real blast. I'm proud of the adventure I've thrown together for tomorrow. So be sure to tune in to GDQ Hotfix tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern for the first time Dungeons and Dragons has ever been shown on the GDQ channel. So pretty fun.
I know I've said it once already, and maybe I'll go ahead and toot your horn a little bit more, but I think that Clay does a really good job. I think Clay does a really good job with world building and immersion and characters as well. So it's always a fun time. Make sure you guys join us for D&D. And then I'll admit, I never really saw myself as somebody who would play D&D until I got offered Speedrunners and Dragons, and now I'm kind of hooked on it. I'm like currently thinking about the character that I want to do for season 2, and I've kind of gone off the rails a little bit. I'm like deep diving into what characters can be and like what options are available and stuff like that. So I'm excited for the next campaign. Let's put it that way.
We should chat about that soon, by the way.
Let's do. Absolutely.
It's very, very exciting stuff. Very exciting. Lots of big moves happening for Speedrunners and Dragons. But yeah, we're very excited to show you guys some stuff tomorrow night.
Absolutely, we are. I kind of just rare charred my way to victory. So that's Big Shots. That's a season 4 game. And the idea is that things are flying at you and you just have to stand on a seesaw and avoid them. Only 3 out of 6 eliminated means that game actually timed out just now. So you can see that it's not really the hardest game in the world. But
I mean, you literally spun in one spot for the entire game.
I did, yeah. We call that in the Fall Guys community rare charring because there's a cute emote of a Charmander like running in circles. But yeah, I don't know if we have my FFC emotes in GDQ. I don't think that's how it works. But
I think rare char is better Twitch.
It is, yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's not even an FFC one. But now it's your favorite, Freezy Peak.
Yeah, I really like this. I think this is my favorite season 3 edition.
Yeah, me too.
It's just like a lot. I love any of the race games. Like as a speedrunner, I think Dangers would agree. I don't know his experience, but I think it's similar. These are the most enjoyable ones, like by far.
Yes. Because it just kind of like puts your platforming skills to the test. It's like whoever is objectively the best at these games will come out on top on them 9 times out of 10. So like if you're a competitive person and you try and get good at Fall Guys, your skill is going to show the most in the race games. Like versus something like team games or some of the survival ones, it's a little bit muddier. It's a little bit more like Mario Party randomness craziness. Whereas the race games are definitely like your skill plays a big part in making sure that you win. So
I have 2 pieces of information for you. One is a statement, one is a question. Which
ready.
Would you like first?
Let's go statement first.
Okay, unbeknownst to either of us, there has been a counter, a third counter added. We have Crowns, Adef seen himself out counter, and now a new counter just above you that says accidental dives.
Oh.
And it currently is at 2.
For this episode or for the entire
total
the challenge? Okay, yeah, because
and
I did
then the question
2 in that same episode
is from my literal IRL brother.
Okay.
Literally born of the same parents as I.
The same blood.
Yes, exactly the same blood.
As they say.
As they say. He wonders, oh, can you I really gave a lot of emphasis to that. Oh, can you explain the rare char lore?
Yes, I can explain the rare char lore. I see your brother in the chat now and why you put so much emphasis on the... Oh!
Yes. That's going to be an EW for me, dog.
Also, we get Hexagon without diving. That's
yeah,
gonna be fun.
Let's watch Hexagon and then we can give the rare char lore, unless you feel comfortable commentating it while you're doing it.
I can do that. That's fine. Yeah, because I think Hexagon kind of just, you know, it can be fine sometimes. So rare char is an emote that was on BTTV, I guess, and it was Philly Fan who used it in their channel first and kind of got the ball rolling. And I think really it was just the same kind of like nondescript story as like where my name came from, where like it was just a cute emote and I put it in my channel. But then because it was a Charmander spinning in a circle, sometimes when you just have downtime in Fall Guys, you'll just stand there and spin in a circle. So it just kind of made sense to call the action rare charring. And now basically every Fall Guys player has added rare char to their BTTV list and uses it to just describe the action of just kind of waiting in place and spinning in circles.
Excellent work. Wow,
Oh, that was a good
was
jump.
I think that's the biggest gap you can make without diving.
I think you're right. I'm gonna have to do it again here.
Yeah, 3 tile wide. This again, Hex is my favorite game. I love Hexagon. It's just like a delightful piece of design. I don't know, it's just great.
I agree.
But yeah, diving is quite helpful in Hexagon, so it'll be interesting to see what Danger's able to do here. If that guy falls, you'll have a lot of yellow to yourself. Ooh, the cutoff. Excellent work.
Okay.
So Danger's really strategically goes to certain hexes because he wants to cut the players off. There's also sort of a decision-making process here where Danger's is looking below and seeing like, do I want to stay on the yellow layer or do I want to move down quicker to sort of cut off a piece of land for myself? So he's actually foregoing those later tiles in order to sort of stick to this bottom hex because he really wants to carve out as much as he can. Tough situation here though. Yeah. Unfortunately, without a dive, nothing you can do about that.
Yeah. Yeah, lots of big empty spaces is the reason why diving is kind of important in these kinds of game modes. But you know what? We got one, and it was on rollout. Probably the easiest one to win without diving. So I'll take it. I'll take it.
Hey, I'm just happy to be here.
I'm just happy to be on TV.
I'm just happy to be on TV.
Exactly.
And with that, gamers, I think we're just going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back with Danger's trying no jumping. So don't go anywhere. Keep those butts glued to the edges of those seats. We'll be back in just a moment here. We're just going to take a short break to get up, walk around, get some water, rehydrate, gamers, and we'll be back with more Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout Challenges, specifically no jumping. We're going to see how far Danger's can make it, if at all. Gamers, stick with us. We'll be right back. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Games Done Quick Hotfix. This is Challenger Approaching. I am Adef. We're here tonight with Danger's showing off Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout Challenges. So far, we've had no grabbing and no diving, and Danger's has managed to win a crown in both of those things. Pretty amazing stuff. Oh my God, he cut me off again. Can you believe this guy?
I'm just really good at that, I guess.
In just a moment, Danger's will be showing off no jumping, which will easily be the hardest challenge of the night. But just some announcements first. Frame Fatales, the all-woman speedrunning event, will be returning on August 15th to the 21st with Flame Fatales. Game submissions will be open from May 18th to the 25th. Go to gamesdonequick.com/framefatales for more info on the upcoming event. And SGDQ 2021 online is July 4th to the 11th. The games list will be released tomorrow, May 8th. Tweet at GamesDoneQuick on Twitter and let us know what you're hoping to see on the games list. And, you know, Speedrunners Dragons one shot is tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern. Dangers and I will be back for that. Dangers.
It's true. We will.
Here we go. Dangers, cue us back in. Tell us what's going on.
Here we go. All right. Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout for my personal computer. This time we're not jumping. So diving and grabbing, there's, as you can see, you can get by without those. There might genuinely be some modes that we can't play without jumping. So this, at the very least, is going to be comedic. At the very best is going to be me winning a crown somehow, and I will pop off. Just a warning. But yeah, that's what we're doing right now. I'm super excited for not only the Speedrunners and Dragons thing tomorrow that we're doing, but also getting to hear who is going to be in the next not Speedrunners and Dragons. What am I saying? I'm getting all my events mixed up in my head here.
The games list
with all of these plugs. The games list for SGDQ. Or
what did you submit, Dangers? Also, this is a game you can not win without jumping.
I think I might be hooped here. We'll see.
You can do almost all of it.
Yes, I might. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I might be able to.
You can do like
the gap.
95% of this level without jumping.
Yeah, I think I might be hooped at the end with the slime slide. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, the games list. What did you submit, Clay? I hope you get in, first of all.
Hey, thanks. I hope you get in. I looked up your stuff on the games list today because you were about to be on the show. Oh wait, that looks kind of doable, actually.
It's possible. Oh, it's so close. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it.
Wait,
that would have been the one, too.
That would have done it.
Oh, man. That's
wow. Okay, confirmed. It's doable.
It's doable. We just didn't do it. That's all.
Hey, but now you know it's doable.
I just need to get good.
So dangers. I first actually want to know what you submitted first.
Well, I submitted 2 things. The first thing was actually Fall Guys. So GDQ has kind of opened up the doors to not just speedrunning content in their main events, but also broader content, showcase content. We've seen a couple of like rhythm game showcases played at the top level and stuff like that, and they've been super, super cool. So me and a couple of friends decided to submit Fall Guys as a showcase. We might play like squad mode or something like that on the show, just to show the levels off and like show off some of the speedrun tricks like DoorDash and stuff like that. So submitted that. And then the other thing I submitted was a Super Mario Odyssey run, because Super Mario Odyssey is my speed game. And I submitted Talkatoo%, which is probably just a jumble of words to anybody who's never played the game before. But essentially, randomizers are a really popular concept. I'm probably familiar with the concept of randomizers out there in the chat. This is Super Mario Odyssey's closest built-in version of that. Basically, every kingdom in the game has a little bird. His name is Talkatoo. And if you talk to him, he gives you the name of 3 random moons that you can collect throughout the kingdom. So the goal of the game is to beat the game only collecting the moons that Talkatoo tells you to get. So it's random, it's wild, it's fun, it's goofy. And we got Gate Crash again. I think the game is spiting me right now a little bit.
Hey, but now you know it's doable.
Now we know it's possible, so now I can't mess up. It's not allowed. So, but yeah, those are my 2 submissions.
I would love to see both of those, but especially Talkatoo.
I think Talkatoo would be really fun. Yeah,
I think Talkatoo is like a really solid GDQ show.
It's the kind of run that, you know, you're not just playing the game normally. You're adding an exterior challenge beyond just beating it fast.
Did someone say challenge?
Is that where I am right now?
Oh,
I think that's where I am right now. I am approaching the challenge.
Oh, wait, you're approaching.
I am approaching.
Oh, you're approaching me?
All right. I shared mine. Now you have to share yours.
Oh, is that how this
what
works?
did you submit? Yeah. What did you submit to GDQ?
Well, I'm going to see if you can make this dive first.
Oh! Just like that.
I'm pogging. Let's go.
Let's go.
You're out of the first round.
Oh man, that was
Look
crazy.
at all these fools who are trying to jump over the gap. What idiots.
Imagine using the jump button.
Get
out of here.
What fools.
Oh, that was great.
Don't they know the jump is antiquated?
I'm so alive now.
Oh my goodness. Blood pumping through our veins. I submitted... You ever played games on your calculator when you were in high school or middle school?
Yes.
Okay, did you ever play Block Dude?
No.
Okay, it's a little puzzle game on graphing calculators where you move blocks around. I learned to speedrun it after I played it in like early 2021. It was surprisingly a really good puzzle game. But I learned to speedrun it. It takes me about 10 minutes, and it's delightful. Okay, this is not that bad.
It should be okay. Yeah, it should be all right.
It's a delightful little speedrun with no music and no sound effects. And it's kind of the appeal of it is that everyone, or a large majority of the people who have a graphing calculator played it when they were in high school. Like the amount of people that come into my chat and they're like, oh my God, this game. Because they all forgot about it because they haven't seen it since they were 15.
Yep. Fair.
But I speedrun that game. I'm one of only like 5 people, and I think it would be great. Anyway, I submitted that. And
it's a good showcase. I think that'd be really cute. It's something that we've probably never seen before. So
for a second, I thought you couldn't get over that little lip.
It was very close to not being possible. These bars are going to be a bit of a problem, I think.
Did you just jump?
No.
I trust you.
No, I did dive though. This could be a problem. This section is going to be particularly tricky. Okay, we just got to do that again later on. I also apparently have to dive onto those. I'm learning a lot today.
So
Not
you
having
can
a jump
wait.
button is teaching me a lot.
I think I genuinely, I have probably like 20 or 30 hours in this game, which is not a lot, but it's not nothing. I think I genuinely didn't know you could dive without jumping, like on flat ground.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah. Today you have learned, I guess.
So no jumping is not as impossible as it looks.
Right. Yeah. If you had that impression that you couldn't dive from like flat
I
ground,
did.
then yeah. Oh, I just got blocked out. Then yes. So it's a little bit more possible than you think. Yeah.
I also submitted Pokemon Emerald randomizer challenge runs.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
I submitted a no-exp randomizer challenge, which is a lot of fun, and a randomizer challenge where your Pokemon evolves randomly at every level.
It evolves randomly at every level.
Yeah, so like you could have a Rayquaza, and then you level it up in, right before the champion of the Elite Four, and you wind up with a Sunkern.
Oh, right. Okay, I see what you're saying. I thought like if it leveled up, it would level up randomly from like level 70 to level 2.
No, sorry. It evolves randomly.
Okay.
So it's a fun one. Those are the things I
sounds
submitted.
Wild. Yeah. Pokemon randomizers have such like depth and so much variety to them. Like it's hard for me as somebody on the outside of that community to keep track of like what you can do.
Oh, there's so much stuff.
But same thing goes for like Ocarina of Time and like Zelda game randomizers too, because like when you start getting into like key sanity, all the lingo just kind of goes right over my head. But okay, let's see. This game could be tricky. I didn't see. Okay, there are hammers. I might be able to use them. We'll see. This is going to be a tough one.
I have an interesting comment here from the chat room. Isn't a dive just... Wow, that was genuinely impressive. Isn't a dive just a horizontal jump?
Sort of, yeah.
I'm going to say no, because it's a dive.
Your feet do leave the ground, and they just don't go upwards. You go sideways, I guess.
Dangers,
And I still...
how are you in round 4 no jumping?
I don't know. How did I just get a gold medal in that race?
I'm struggling to believe what my eyes are seeing.
This is kind of wild. I don't even know how it's happening either. So don't ask me.
I'm not...
I'm just pushing the buttons, but not the jump button, and things are happening. So my cat found a moth and has been chasing it around the apartment, which is my favorite thing to watch. Oh, she ate it. It's good.
Oh,
Crisis averted.
how
everybody.
big of a moth are we talking?
It was a little puny little one.
I thought you were about to reveal a scientific name or something at me, and I was like...
Well, actually... No, I do not know the scientific names of moths, but...
I can tell you that no, Lepidoptera is the family for butterflies. Is it the same? I'm gonna find out.
This one's gonna be tricky. So this is basketball, which is actually just basketball, but I can't jump, so I can't really score any points by myself. I kind of have to hope that my team does.
Dangers, I would just like to
it's gonna
say
be
that I did indeed correctly identify the order for which moths belong. So you can send your Twitch dollars to twitch.tv/ADEF.
Are you a scientist? What the heck?
I kind of. I did major in science.
I really badly want to jump ADEF because we're losing. I can't do it though.
I
just
really
can't.
badly want you not to jump.
This team game is going to be the death of this run.
I know that's unfortunate.
I'm getting scored on. No. We need more defense. We need more backup. I'm doing front flips to try and salvage it, but it's not working. You know what? This gold ball, you're not getting this. No. Oh, I've made a grave mistake. Come back. Oh no, it's over. Oh, it's over. It's so over. This is unfortunate. Salutes in the chat. There's nothing we can do about this one. Oh, actually, there was a gold scored on our side. Okay. I just got to hold him off somehow.
It's not looking good.
It's not looking great. I just scored that one on myself somehow. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not happening this time.
7-pointer incoming. All right, well, they didn't invent the 7-pointer in that one moment.
Unfortunately not.
I think it's just genuinely impressive you made it to round 4.
It's a good point.
Team games are kind of a wash, though.
Yeah, even if I was allowed to jump, I don't think I could have gotten it anyways. So team games kind of rely on the other people on your team, and if they just don't pull their weight, I mean, I wasn't pulling my weight.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know if you can really call them out on that one, because you are literally being anti-helpful, but...
Can't believe we lost that because our defense just didn't jump once. Like, what was wrong with it?
Really weird.
So strange. Do they know where the jump button is?
No.
Negative. Don't know how to jump.
Negatory. Oh, dangers. I'm looking forward to a W here with no jumps. If you get a crown with no jumps, I will scream. Well, it's not looking good.
This is a tough one, for sure. It can be done, but it is a tough one. I will also scream. I will definitely pop off, like I promised. There will be some pop off if I do manage to do it.
Excellent.
But we'll see. We'll see. This is definitely the most challenging one. Oh, they even gave us a hammer, so that's actually really good.
You can kind of do the strat down the middle.
Yeah, it should be okay. I mean, I can dive from platform to platform, so that's not too big a deal.
Oh, right, duh.
Now, Dizzy Heights, these platforms at the beginning, they kind of just look like they're spinning randomly, but if you follow the path that I take, you'll end up in the front of the pack every single time because they don't actually change. So you can just kind of like make the fastest line every single time, and now we're up at the front and nobody's around.
Get your notebooks out.
Yep. Take your notes. If you want to win at Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout for your personal computer, you know where to become. Twitch.tv/GamesDoneQuick.
Twitch.tv/dangers as well.
True, yeah.
Whee! That was a great yeet.
Yeah.
That's
so
a gold
this
medal,
game,
no jumping.
No jumping. Yeah, that's wild. If you're a fan of Rocket League, then the concept of pinching is probably something that you're familiar with. Basically, video game physics don't necessarily work very well when you take a movable object and you squeeze it between two surfaces. It kind of just spits things out. And that's kind of what I did to yeet myself across the platform there, is like I pinched myself between the hammer and the ground so that I got like a lot of air and launched over the entire stage. So I didn't have to jump once. Works out pretty nice. Only more challenges await, though.
I'm thinking short circuit here.
Short circuit. Oh. Okay.
Well,
they're just throwing all the team games at us. They're not making it very fair. I'll tell you that.
yeah, that's a bit unfortunate.
Yeah, it is what it is, though. It's fine. We'll see how we do. Try and survive as long as we can. Avoid the yellow fuzzy alien. I'll use this fan because you can't get grabbed while you're in the air. So if I use this fan while it's on, then they can't get me. The rest of the time, I'll just kind of hang about and hope for the best. Our blue tagger has not grabbed a single person yet, which is not very encouraging, but that's fine. They're trying their best.
Still doesn't have anyone.
Oh, there we go. Okay. A tag has been made. Sometimes, especially with the fan variation, this game can go very slow at the beginning. as you see. I think all of the tag people are over on that side, and then everybody's just having a party over here. I would like to make note about the music in this game, though. I think that the sound designers of this game did a very good job with the soundtrack.
I was also just bopping.
Yeah, like this team game music. It reminds people of Crazy Frog, but I don't really hear that.
I don't hear that at all.
But yeah, it's all just very fun and very goofy and very wacky. Like happy hardcore almost. Oh, this is not good. Blue team, please. Please. I would like to survive a jinx today. I am one of the few remaining players and I have not jumped a single time. Come on now. Oh, this might work. Oh, we did it. Let's go.
You did not get grabbed.
I didn't get grabbed a single time.
All right, the strat is stay on the fan forever.
Yep, apparently. Keep that in your notes. All right. Well, that's good. That's actually really good for us because that just cut the lobby in half.
It's going to be a tiptoe.
Are you a wizard?
Yes.
I'll see myself out.
Oh, Dangerous has seen himself out? That's bad because he has the controller.
That's true. I'll give it to the cat. She knows what to do.
I don't know. I could just feel it.
I'm a little bit nervous about this one because I've never tried to dive into the end. I don't know if it's possible.
Well, we're about to find out.
We're going to find out today. The alternative is that we take this yeet. Get out of my way, everybody. Hello? I'm trying to do science. That accomplished something. Thank you for coming, everybody. I was...
You're welcome.
Okay. Oh, it was almost just a straight path all the way to the end. That would have been interesting. Now, I'm going to use my grabbing function as much as I can here to make sure that I don't fall off the stage, because it's very common for beans to get bumped around in this game. Oh, there we go. Oh!
Oh!
Let's go! Let's go!
Let's go!
Today I learned it is possible.
Excellent. It might actually be safer. Who knows?
Who knows? We're finding things out here. A challenger approaching.
That's what the show's all about.
Yeah, it's educational. Okay, so this is round 4. I thought there might be another game, yeah. But then we're definitely going into a final right after this.
So it'll be a low qual fruit shoot, like 8 maybe?
Probably 8. Yep. Nailed it. And there's yeets, so that's always a good sign.
And you have a good spawn as well.
Oops, all bananas. Okay, I was a little too late on that one.
Okay.
This is a mess.
This is unfortunate.
What was I supposed to do? Okay, I think we need a yeet if we want to survive. So there we go.
Nice.
Look at that.
Oh
Missed
my
by
god.
the blueberry.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh, the cinnamon stick. Oh, that was almost tragic. Okay. Woo.
Wow, into a final, no jumping. I'm not sweating. You're sweating.
Now we just have to hope we don't get like the worst. Oh, the snowman got taken out. We just have to hope that we don't get like one of the worst finals.
Hexagon would be pretty bad.
Hexagon would be, yeah, it would not be great.
You would just do Reddit strats, I guess.
I think so. What like most
roll
I would
off
say
would
that
be
most
bad also.
Most finals would be really bad.
Yeah.
I actually cannot physically win if it's a fall mountain because you have to grab the crown and you can't do that out of a dive.
Yes, you can.
No, you have to jump because the grab doesn't count if you dive at the crown. But we get hexagon, so
I guess you would know best.
yeah, it was like a mistake a lot of people made at the beginning. Like, oh, we'll just dive at the crown, like that'll be faster. But then you didn't grab it and you just like face plant against it instead. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Okay. I'm just going to dive. I'm just going to like be a frogman, I guess. You know what? I think the play might actually be, you know what? That's what we're going to do. We're going to go down. This is what we're going to do.
All
we're going
the
to eat
way?
up this layer.
Oh, okay.
We're going to go to the yellow layer. And then we're just going to eat up all of this yellow space.
So this is, people in the community refer this as Reddit strats.
Yes.
Because right when the game came out, there was a lot of Reddit posts and big YouTube videos and Twitter clips where people were like, I went to the bottom layer and ate the whole layer, and then everyone lost. Looks like someone else is doing it as well for some reason below you. I really hope that's not someone in chat. If so, you have lost my trust. Oh my god. Oh no.
That's so tough. Okay, I kind of have to slow my roll a little bit here. But I can't really like stop either, so I mean, I guess I could do like this.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I don't trust that at all. I do not trust that at all. Oh, this is tough. Okay, so what do I do here? I'm gonna come across this way.
You make like an inner loop.
Yeah. Not gonna go that way. I kind of have to just continue this now.
Once you were locked into the dive, you couldn't stop. Yeah. I think that's about as good as you could hope for.
In that situation, perhaps, yeah. Maybe
you want to try one more?
Let's try one more time.
All right. Well, this will be the final match of the evening. Dangerous is going to try. No jumping for the last time. Tragic, but I think incredibly impressive that Dangerous made it to the final regardless. Can we get some W's, some crowns in chat for the effort, as well as possibly some follows to twitch.tv/Dangerous?
That's true. Give some love to our host as well, twitch.tv/8f, hosting the show on GDQ tonight, but also, and you're gonna hate me for plugging you on your own show, but I'm gonna do it.
I just hate his own period.
Stuff. Oh, well, I mean, there you go. Just cut right to the chase, you know? Okay.
No, I don't hate Dangerous. I don't hate Dangerous. Let's get this drama out of the air, okay?
That's right.
Big drama.
Clear it right out. I mean, he wouldn't invite me to play D&D with him if he hated me, so.
That's true.
This is a problem for someone who can't jump.
I think a big problem.
Yeah. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully it goes well. The fact that we got like the seesaw variation doesn't give me very much hope, but we'll see what happens. My cat is currently screaming at me to do a good job. I'll try my best. Okay. Oh, I got bumped off. No way. Oh, I'm sad. I'm sad on the internet.
That is sad.
Oh, yeah, this is a tough one. Cat, I can't see. Okay, we grabbed the first ledge.
Unfortunately, there's no checkpoint until the second one.
Yes. Oh.
It's like you want there to be less people so you don't get bumped off, but if there are less people, you can't move the thing very much.
Yeah, and they're balancing it out in such a way that I can't really do anything. There we go. Oh, this is okay. Get up! No!
What just happened?
Why did it do that? Oh, I'm so sad. I thought they fixed that. Oh, I guess not. This is not looking good for me, folks. That one's easy. That one's okay.
Luckily, Night Fever is also one of those games where people don't qual very much. Or, like, very quickly, I mean.
Yes.
First of all, nice job.
little bumper action there.
A little fun bumper action.
Okay, so I mean, if we make it to the end of the stage and there's enough spots for me, I should be able to do it. I think we're okay. I have to take this bridge though. Yeah, let's go.
Very nice.
Goodness gracious. that red bean that just jumped, I feel very like jealous all of a sudden that they have the ability to actually access the stage.
It's like
in a manner
it's
that's
like
simple.
training weights. You're gonna be invincible next game you play.
What is all of this height suddenly?
Aiden, whom you know, Aiden
Yes.
has just said something in the chat room that I'd like to read for you. They say, y'all, I dropped a follow to both of them, open bracket, this is editor's note, open bracket, twitch.tv/dangers, ampersand, twitch.tv/adef, close bracket. And now I've gained 10,000 cool points, leveled up my charisma, and am suddenly having a profitable harvest.
That sounds great.
So if you want your crops to grow real good this season, follow gamers. That is tough, but you hit the checkpoint.
Yes. So cool thing about this stage that I didn't even really show off last time is that in the first 2 checkpoints, you don't even need to land on the stage. As long as you smash your face against the front of the panel instead, it still counts. So you can just kind of skip the stage instead of actually landing on it, which is very helpful, especially when you can't jump. We're doing okay though right now, actually. Surprisingly.
You're doing great, son.
I have to wait for this one, but that's
Son,
okay.
son, you're doing great.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah. Anyway, you want to grab some ice cream?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Don't tell your mom.
Okay, I definitely will not. She will
Good.
kill both me and you
Oh my
for
god.
for having ice cream.
Please don't tell your mother we're getting ice cream. This is the one thing.
Please, you don't know what's on the line.
She made it very clear in her wedding vows.
Maybe she wants some ice cream too. No.
She made it very clear in her vows. She said, I will love you until the day we die, except that will be very soon if you eat ice cream.
Because you know, Daniel, that I'm lactose intolerant and I'm very sensitive about it. So if you eat ice cream in my vicinity, I will get very jealous.
Is my name Daniel?
It is now, I guess, in this
Okay.
theoretical world where I'm your son.
All right. Is your name still Devin in this world?
I maybe we all start with the letter D in this family. I'm not sure.
What's her name?
Danielle.
All right. So I am a complete scourge of the earth.
Oh.
I married someone with the same name as me.
Well, we got Slime Climb, but we got it in probably the worst circumstances because I can't jump. So a lot of the skips that are cool about the stage, I can't do them anymore. Luckily, this isn't like a traditional race level where like only the top X% survive. If you fall in the slime, you don't survive. So as long as I avoid that fate, I will be okay. However, there is, and I do stress this a lot of really cool things that you can do with this level if you're allowed to jump, but I'm not. So making it past this one is actually going to be a bit of a challenge just in general because of my lack of jumping abilities.
Yeah, probably the hardest part is the part he's about to be on for no
Yes.
jumping, I would say.
This with the Twinkies, we like to call them.
Hey!
Little bit of a belly flop there, but we made it happen. So basically, every time I come around one of these round bends, you can see that green alien bean just did it, but there's a way to jump and cut all of the corners. Like literally every corner in this map, you can just cut, including this one. Like you could jump up the stage on the side here instead of waiting. But you need your jump button to be able to do that. So that actually was pretty impressive. Oh, wait, guitar solo? That's not my guitar solo. There it is. Very nice.
I'm very proud. Son.
Thank you. Thank you, Dad.
Yes.
Please don't suggest ice cream. It will be the end of us.
I have learned my lesson. Please don't tell your mother.
It is crazy how, like, okay, so Slime Climb is a Season 1 game. It's been around since the beginning of the game. And still it trips so many people up. Like some of these very basic obstacles still give people a lot of trouble, especially with the fan at the end.
I would say the thing that trips people up the most is like the variations at the end, because this ending segment is like always different. Like Thick Bonkus always gives people pause there. Hammers, fans, you name it.
Now these guys, they're doing this is traditional in Fall Guys. There's always somebody who likes to stay at the end and just kind of waste everybody's time. So just gotta wait for them till we can move on to the next stage. That knocked out a lot of people. And we might get a team game, which might actually be good for me in this situation. Oh, hoopsie. Okay, this could be a problem.
Yeah. I would say, yeah.
It turns out that using like all three of your buttons is kind of important in this game. Because we've gotten it in all three challenges, and we've had difficulties in all three challenges. But I think if we're going to have any difficulties, this is probably going to be the worst one, because I can't jump. So I don't even know if I can get on the top of the stage, to be honest with you. We'll see. Nope. So that being
basically
said,
you just wait for the ones that spawn on the stairs.
Yeah, I don't know if I have another option than that. Yeah, that could be kind of tricky.
It's low qual as well.
I'm curious if maybe like I can fall off. No, I can't do that. That worked somehow. Okay. Now I'm gonna wait up here, and when a gold ring spawns, I'm gonna jump at it because, well, actually, do I?
I think so.
I'm gonna get one, and then I'm gonna do whatever the heck I just did before. I don't know how I accomplished the thing that I did, but we're gonna try our best to do it again, because if we don't, we're gonna lose. So I'm just gonna keep throwing myself.
So dumb. All right, and this is gameplay.
This is Fall Guys.
You can get that one.
I can. So I'm going to. Well, hold on. Am I? That's mine, actually.
Nice gameplay.
I really want to get up there so
hey man,
badly.
Everyone in this game is like, what is that guy's problem?
At least the gold ring was like, okay, hold on, maybe I could do something here. Oh, it's so close. No way!
Oh! No way! No way, dude!
Let's go!
Absolutely no way. My mic just peaked all the way. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I'm so happy. That was so great. I didn't know that was possible. Oh, okay. I think that puts us into the finals now. That's fantastic.
D Dangers. Gamer. I did not think you could get the gold ring.
I didn't think so either. It just kind of gave me like a super dive. I'll take it. Wow. You know what? The assist goes to the dragon. I think the dragon might have been the one that kind of pushed me into the ring. So if you're out there listening, thank you. Thank you for that. Oh, it's another hexagon. Okay.
Okay. So what did we learn?
Well, Dad, last time we learned, yesterday in school, we learned that diving is a recipe for disaster, because if you dive once, then you dive forever. So
I think, do you think staying on the upper layers longer is better?
Probably, yeah. So I'm just gonna run as much as I can, and then if I have to make a dive across, then we'll do that. Yeah, see, it's like really tough. Like I can also run with my arms out like this, and that like makes me run slightly longer on the platforms, if that makes sense. Like I'm running slower.
Yeah. You spend more time on each platform.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good dive. Okay, okay, okay. Oh no. Wow. This is so tense. No Sonic, please. No Sonic, please. No.
No. No.
Oh, it's just so tough.
It's
too
really,
tough.
I cannot tell you gamers how hard this is. The fact
Jumping
that he's
is
even
so
making
important.
it to the final is like literally unbelievable.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
We gave it our best effort. That was a good shot. Good
You
shot.
really did. All right, well, Dangers, how do you feel? You feel good?
It felt good. I've never tried those challenges before. I thought I'd give them a shot here on the showcase. I can tell you that there's, the 3 buttons work in tandem.
It's almost like they were designed for a reason.
Almost as if they belong. Yeah, it's almost as if you're supposed to use them. So it was a cool challenge to be able to do it. The fact that we got 2 out of 3, I'm happy with that. So.
Absolutely. Well, gamers, I implore you one last time, please do follow twitch.tv/dangers. Like, all goofs and gaffs aside, really one of the my favorite creators on the platform. Really producing quality content super consistently, enjoyable stuff, great, wholesome community. Can't recommend it enough. So please do follow twitch.tv/dangers for speedrunning content, variety content, Fall Guys tournament stuff. Super Mario Odyssey is his big speed game. And Dangers, any final thoughts before I give the last few announcements?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll kind of extend on your plug a little bit. You're
Sure.
very kind, first of all. Thank you for having me on the show.
Of course.
It was super fun to just kind of hang out and do this with you for the day. Even better still is that we get to reconvene here on this exact channel tomorrow doing something completely different. Maybe you want to say something about that too.
Sure, yeah. So definitely thank you to Dangers for joining. Thank you to all of you who always show up for Challenger Approaching. It's lovely to have you. This show is a highlight of my fortnight. That's FORTNIGHT.
Just trying to. Oh, never mind.
V-Bucks? Anyone?
V-Bucks?
But truly, thank you for joining. A few quick announcements before we leave. SGDQ 2021 Online is July 4th to the 11th. The games list will be released, technically for me right now, it's today, but tomorrow, May 8th. Tweet at GamesDoneQuick to let us know what games you're hoping to see on the games list. Frame Fatales, the all-woman speedrunning event, will be returning August 15th to the 21st with Flame Fatales. Game submissions will be open from May 18th to the 25th. Go to games.quick.com/framefatales for more info on the upcoming event. And last announcement, gamers, tomorrow, May 8th, 7 p.m. Eastern on this channel right here. You can just keep the tab open if you want. Dungeons and Dragons for the first time will be on the Games Done Quick channel. I will be DMing. We'll have some boys from Campaign 1 of a show that I run called Speedrunners and Dragons. So please do join us for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Dangers will be reprising his role as Gouger, the Kenku Rogue. And we'll have Danny B and the Blacktastic joining us as well to show off our fun little campaign. We'll be doing a bonus one-shot episode to get the hype up for Campaign 2. If you want to find more info on Speedrunners and Dragons, please go to youtube.com/speedrunnersdragons. 7 p.m. EST. That's all I've got. So gamers, this is me signing off, Danger signing off. We're going to throw it to a quick break, and then we're going to raid someone, so do stick around. And have an excellent night, and we'll see you tomorrow.